Get access and watch your favorite sporting events on Pilipinas Live with these easy steps. Download via Google Play or App Store. Once downloaded, enter a valid email address. Verify the OTP sent to your email address. Note that the OTP is valid for 5 minutes and for one-time use only. If no OTP is received, you may click on the Resend OTP button. Once successful, create and enter your password.
Jericho gallops, cuts up the inside, scores! Digs in, Jumar.
Naghahanap niya ng foul.
Aguilar, 3. Wow! The 3, is it go? Yes.
What a comeback by Barangay Ginebra here.
We're going to do something to get back in the game. We just got to weather the storm. Doesn't matter how much you win by in the series. As long as you win, whether by 1 point or 30 points. It's marking in the win column for us.
We're 1-1 away from the finals, but it is not an easy task for us.
And that'll do it. San Miguel here, the 3-2 lead in the series. They have a word, they have a phrase for it. Folks never say die.
Exactly 194 days ago, the San Miguel Beermen found themselves in the same exact position. Lamang sila in a best-of-7 semis, 3-2. Lumamang pa ng hanggang 16 kontra sa Barangay Ginebra, pero pagdating ng fourth quarter, sila ay na LA Tenorio. Ang tanong, dahil wala na si LA, lumipat na sa Magnolia, sino sa Ginebra ang bubuo ng sarili niyang alamat as we welcome everybody to game number 6 dito sa loob ng Smart Araneta Coliseum, coming to you live on RBTV. Napakagandang Biyernes ng gabi sa ating lahat dahil kakwentuhan natin 3-time PBA champion Coach Ryan Gregorio. What a game we are about to witness here, Coach.
And almost the same situation para dito sa Barangay Ginebra. Nung quarterfinals, twice to beat disadvantage. They've been there, they've done this. All they need to do right now is win Game 6 para may pagkakataon pa sila. May chance pang makalusot kung manalo pa sa Game 7.
San Miguel, on the other hand, they want a return ticket to the finals. They want to defend this ground. They want to set that date once again with a TNT Tropang 5G.
4-1 itong Tropang 5G kontra Meralco Ball. Samantala, dito naman sa ating serye, napakagandang laban ito. San Miguel leading the series right now 3-2. But you know, you can't count out Barangay Ginebra. Alam naman natin yung kanilang never say die spirit, but it is now that they must be able to unleash it para nga magkaroon pa tayo ng tinatawag nating Game 7 dito sa All Filipino Cup.
Barangay Ginebra took the opener as well as game number 4, pero San Miguel naka-back in 2 and 3. And then in Game 5, they came up big once again.
This team, tinatawag natin talagang very efficient yung kanilang engine pagdating sa opensa. This is their best shooting night in the entire series. Before this one, they were only averaging close to 95 points per game. But look at the points that they scored in Game 5. 115 while limiting Barangay Ginebra to 109. They had 14 threes on a 45% shooting from the three-point area, had more rebounds. This is one stat line wherein they've been lording it over against Barangay Ginebra. They just want their size and they want to use it to the hilt. Assist lamang din dito ang San Miguel. At yung sinasabi nga nating points inside the paint, lalong-lalo na kapag pinagsabay si Junmar Fajardo, pati na rin si Mo Tautua, hirap na hirap makapag-matchup itong Barangay Ginebra.
Speaking of Junmar Fajardo, back in Game 5, yun na yung pinakamatumal na rebounding performance niya of the series so far. But it was good enough to pick up the victory para dito sa SMB.
He had better space to score, and the reason being is the other guys were shooting from the outside, particularly the perimeter players. And not only that, they had to guard. We're talking about the defense of Barangay Ginebra. Kinakailangan depensahan si Mo Tautua dahil nga kumokonekta. And that is why, look at the field goal shooting of Junmar Fajardo from 18% to 73% from 7.5 points per ball game in the last 2 games. He scored 21 points, free throw shooting a lot better. But to your point, 19.5 rebounds per ball game in games 3 and 4, only 11. You know why? Because he did not have to get a lot of offensive rebounds dahil kumonekta yung kanyang mga kakampi. In this series, he was averaging 10.6 defensive rebounds and 8.6 offensive rebounds. Di kinailangan dahil nga on target ang kanyang mga kakampi.
Lalong-lalo na yung kanyang partner nga dyan sa frontcourt na si Mo Tautua. He was spectacular, Coach RG.
Oh yes, exceptional if I may say so. In the first 4 games, only 6.7 points per ball game. Not only was he scoring inside the paint, he was also making his outside shots. The 18 points that he scored was actually his confidence side. And the efficiency, 7 out of 12 for 58%. Not only that, pati yung rebounding, siyam ang kanyang nakonekta at nakuha. Kaya nga naman napakaraming na-score na puntos itong San Miguel.
Yung scoring ng puntos, yun naman ang hindi ganong kabigat na ginawa ni Chris Ross. Back in game number 4, matindi ang pinakita nung first half pero tila na ubusan pagdating ng third and fourth quarters. Pagdating ng game 5, yung Chris Ross, 9 points lang, Coach RG, pero lahat ng iba ibinigay niya para dito sa magsiservesa.
Napaka-importante talaga at alam naman natin pagdating sa playoff Ross ang natutunghayan natin. 9 points ang kanyang na-score. Lahat yan from the 3-point area, 8 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. Ito yung tinatawag nating pagdating ng playoff, para ka nang merong Swiss Army knife. Whatever is necessary for this guy to add value and increase the chances of his team to win, talagang maaasahan itong si Chris Ross.
And for more on the San Miguel Beermen, sali natin sa ating kwentuhan si Miss Eileen Shi.
Mag-win Coach RG with a 3-2 win-loss record in this best-of-7 semifinal series. Ang sigaw ni Coach Leo Austria is that I am happy with the result but I'm not satisfied with our performance. This is because he feels like hindi pa sila nagkakaroon ng convincing win. Oo, nagkakaroon sila ng double-digit lead pero hindi nila ito nasusustain. Kaya naman sa araw na ito, ang hiling ni Coach Leo Austria para sa Beermen is to fight back and refocus with excellent defense. Ika nga niya, we have a lot of scores in our team but we have to believe that defense wins games, and this means making sure to go back to basics, defending without relaxing, no ball watching, and continuously putting in the effort. Balik sa inyo.
Yan ang mga tututukan natin as we go along as San Miguel looks to clinch the finals once again ngayong Biyernes ng gabi dito sa Big Dome. Kanilangang katapat, etong Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. We talked about it. Last season, LA Tenorio ang naglabas ng milagro para makapuwersa ng Game 7. This time around, no LA. Tignan natin kung si Scotty Thompson siya ba ang magbubuhos ng todo para dito sa barangay.
Oh, by far the best version of an offensive gunner we're seeing in Scotty Thompson all throughout the series. Not only his scoring 20.6 points per ball game, 35 in Game 4, his career high, 72% from the field, 11 rebounds, and also 11 assists. Pagdating sa Game 5, no problem, napakaganda pa rin ng kanyang efficiency from the field, 86%, only missed once. And all throughout the series I've mentioned, we're seeing the best version of Scotty Thompson, 60% from the 2-point area, 59% from deep, and 76% from the free throw line. Has been doing a lot of heavy lifting at inaasahan na naman yung kanyang opensa dito sa kanilang survival game.
At ang kailangan din niya asahan, yung kanyang katambal. Kung siya, veterano na former MVP, yung kanyang number 2 dito, Rookie of the Year naman, only in his second year in the PBA, RJ Abarientos. He has been making waves, especially here in the playoffs.
The future is definitely bright for Barangay Ginebra because of this man, very young in the PBA, but he knows what to do inside. Not only in the scoring department, he's been facilitating, he's been creating shots for his teammates, and also knocking down difficult shots as well. 16.8 points per ball game, 33% from the 3-point area. That is fair, 4.2 rebounds and 4.4 assists. In Game 5, he had an 18-point explosion and a 2 out of 5 shooting from the 3-point area, 5 rebounds and 7 assists. But if there's one thing that he needs to do better, it is really his defense. Yun din ang pinapaalala sa kanya ni Tito Johnny Abarientos niya. Kailangan hindi ka atakihin ng iyong mga offensive players o di kaya yung iyong dinidepensahan.
Ang isa naman sa pinakamatinik pagdating sa depensa para sa Ginebra, itong si Stephen Holt. First 4 games nga actually, Coach RG, na-sacrifice na ni Holt yung kanyang opensa dahil ang mga inahabol niya dito, guys like CJ Perez, Jericho Cruz, and the rest. Pero back in Game 5, pati pa naman sa offensive end, nag-ambag na.
Dahil nga medyo kinulang ng offensive firepower itong Barangay Ginebra dahil only 11 minutes ang nilaro ni Troy Rosario, and as a result, nag-iba ng mindset itong si Holt. Naging offensive-minded siya. In the first 4 games, not even 9 points per ball game, 8.5 to be exact. In Game 5, 17. very efficient from the field, only missed 4 times for a 56% clip, and also was able to get 6 rebounds and issue 3 assists. But defensively, it has always been a constant in the game of Stephen Holt. Kinakailangan, gano'n na naman ang A-game sa depensa niya para magkaroon ng tsansa itong kanyang koponan.
Sa puntong ito, babalitaan naman tayo ni Miss Eileen tungkol sa Barangay Ginebra.
Gentlemen, kung merong isang tanong na paulit-ulit na iniisip ang Barangay Ginebra, ito ay ang how do we force a Game 7? And it was clear for Coach Richard Del Rosario that this starts by winning the rebounding game. Ika nga ni Coach Char, dyan kami nadedehado, kaya kitang-kita ang disparity sa possessions pa lang, 89 for SMB and 69 for us in the last game. So while he liked the grit that he saw, dagdag rin ni Coach Char, now we need to start working on limiting offensive rebounds, not only on Junmar Fajardo, but also their guards. Lalo na at si Troy Rosario ay game-time decision due to an adductor strain. Nagpa-MRI siya kahapon and they will get the final reading tomorrow. Balik sa inyo.
So bukas pa yung magiging resulta ng MRI ni Troy. Yun ang question. Pipilitin ba niya maglaro ngayon or mag-aalala na itong si Rosario, Coach?
Tama yan. Napaka-importante talaga yung meron big man na kayang dumipensa sa dalawang higante nitong San Miguel, at kinakailangan yung defensive presence si Troy Rosario, pati na rin yung kanyang offensive game.
So will Barangay Ginebra find a way to force another game? May milagro ba ulit para dito kina Coach Tim Cone? Or can San Miguel close them out tonight dito sa loob ng Big Dome? We are just seconds away from the opening tip. Game 6 na po ito. San Miguel lamang sa serye, 3-2. Barangay Ginebra looking to live to fight another game. Malalaman natin ang magiging resulta ngayong gabi. Walang BBTO live on RPTV, pati na rin sa One Sports YouTube page. Dahil ang Game 6 parating na po. PBA Semifinals, Solid 4 Race to Golden Glory, powered by Sports 5.
Fans, we are live inside a Smart Araneta Coliseum, and this is the semifinals of the Philippine Cup of your PBA 50. Our game for this evening features game number 6 of the best-of-7 semifinal series between the San Miguel Beermen and Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. Let us now meet the starters. First, for the San Miguel Beermen. Point guard is a 7-time PBA All-Defensive Team member from La Paz, Leyte, number 6, Chris Ross. Shooting guard is a 5-time PBA Mythical Team member from Bautista, Pangasinan, number 77, CJ Perez. And it's time to meet the starters for Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. Point guard is a 49th season Rookie of the Year from Naga City, number 4, RJ Abarientos. Shooting guard is the 46th season PBA's most valuable player from Digo City, Davao del Sur, number 9, Scotty Thompson. Small forward is the PBA's 48th season Rookie of the Year from Angeles City, Pampanga, number 14, Stephen Holtz. Power forward is a 4-time PBA All-Star from Mabulu, Cagayan, number 1, Troy Rosario. And at center is a 5-time PBA Mythical Team member from Saswan, Pampanga, number 25, Japet Aguilar. Coaching Barangay Ginebra is Tim Cone. Game officials are Peter Balao, Mike Flordeliza.
At ang mga referee natin para sa Game 6, Peter Balao, Marty Montoya, Mike Flordeliza, and Albert Nubla. They will be in charge of the action as we get set for Game 6. Laban ng Japet jumping it up against Junmar Fajardo. And for the 3rd consecutive game, si RJ Abarientos is part of the starting unit para kay Coach Tim Cone.
It is imperative, of course, for Barangay Ginebra not to be down by a big margin. Dahil kita naman natin, they have the ability to bounce back. Kaya lang kinakapos sila. So kailangan talagang they have to keep in step dito sa offensive firepower ng San Miguel Beermen.
It is the white shirts of Ginebra who will win the opening tip. As they get into their set, it is Thompson from the right side. Tautua chasing him around off the cross switch. Abarientos has Perez to contend with. They go pick and roll with Japet. Off the window, Aguilar opens up the scoring.
Extra pass, brilliant execution. They use the defensive Junmar Fajardo to generate that open jumper for Japet Aguilar. And he scored the first 2 points in the game.
Ross coming off spectacular back-to-back performances. Game 4 yung scoring niya. Game 5 yung all-around brilliance niya. Siya pa nga nag-best player of the game doon. Ataking kagad niya si RJ. Hindi! Binigay pala kay Abay. San Miguel ties it up.
And that is the point of attack of San Miguel. Post up Abarientos, and on the weak side, a quick seal by Junmar Fajardo for an easy bucket.
The movement of Ginebra goes to Abarientos. 17-footer doesn't work. Scotty collects his first board. Rosario, question answered. He's in the game, and he knocks home a 3.
Doubtful in today's ball game, pero nagpakita agad ng kanyang shooting from the outside. That will help the offense of Barangay Ginebra.
And for the series, kauna-unahang tres yan para kay Troy Rosario. First 5 games, coach, 0 for 9 si Troy. Magandang senyales yan para dito sa Barangay. CJ on the move, slithers his way through.
Nice opening, and he was able to pounce on that one. The tiny window was enough for CJ Perez to score on the layup.
Holt gives it up to Japet. Junmar daring him to take it. Troy trying to go back-to-back. Ross with a board. CJ, no numbers in their favor, will wait. He dumps it inside the Mo. Lassiter, quick trigger. No. Lassiter shooting better than 50% from the three-point line this series. Misses on that first one. Here comes Thompson sa kabilang dulo. Scotty with some daylight. The floater off the window bounces home.
Dream start once again for Barangay Ginebra. They now lead San Miguel by 3, 7-4 at the start of this ball game.
CJ trying to get a couple of those back, and one opportunity para dito kay Perez.
Using his quickness that time, CJ Perez once again for a layup. This time around, he will get another basket from the free throw line, and let's see if he can complete his three-point play. And look at that defense by Thompson. It was really close, but unfortunately, you will lose in terms of quickness disadvantage against the much quicker CJ Perez.
Perez, who shoots only 52% from the line this series, takes care of the bonus, pero siya pa rin ang leading scorer para sa San Miguel. Kagimbal-gimbal yung gano'n na a shooter like Perez, 52% from the line. Medyo parang may mali. Di ba?
Parang kailangan lang i-calibrate ng bahagya. Ayan, alam naman natin, at least 70% shooter from the 15-foot line itong si CJ.
Hold to RJ. Three ball doesn't work. Junmar pitches it out. CJ in a foot race. CJ all the way.
And that is what usually happens, especially if the defender of Abarientos leaks out. It was Abarientos who took that shot, long rebound, and a nice outlet pass by JMF to the streaking CJ Perez.
7 of the 9 points ng San Miguel, courtesy of CJ Perez. Scotty Bebuelo. Tinirahan si Marcio. Lamang na naman ang Ginebra dito.
Just fantastic three-point shooting. That is definitely something that he worked on probably all throughout this conference. He's shooting at a very high clip. 13 out of 22 before this ball game. That is an awesome 59% from 3.
Grabe lang, nung elimination, he was hovering around the 30s, sometimes 20s nga. Pero ngayon, 59% shooting na. Gumanda pa ng bahagya.
But there is a problem right now with the interior defense of Barangay Ginebra. Another easy access. Quick penetration resulting to another layup for San Miguel.
At points in the paint, dyan pinapatay ng San Miguel ang Ginebra all series long. Holt hands it off. RJ back to Holt. Inabot sila ng 24. The San Miguel faithful letting themselves be heard. Siyempre, sinasakit naman kagad yan ng mga fans ng Ginebra dito. Lassiter being hounded by Holt. CJ, step back three. Pasok! Perez with 10 points already, matching the total of Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. Now the white shirts will look to fight back. Apat ang abante rito ng mga magsiserbesa. Japet trying to get around Junmar. Lost his dribble. Japet in trouble. 8 to shoot. It is Holt to the left baseline. Naipet. He goes across. Troy swings it around. Scotty for 3. Punches it through. 8 puntos na rin para dito kay Scotty Thompson. Ganda ng pakbakan nila dito ng kanyang kapatid sa Gilas, Pilipinas na si CJ Perez. Barely 5 minutes into the contest. We got a 1-point game. Perez trying to ride his hot hand right now. CJ going for 12. What a start para kay Perez.
Well, at this point, there is no answer right now against CJ Perez. He's been shooting anywhere. He's using his quickness to blow by against his defenders, and is also shooting from the perimeter.
16-13, San Miguel by 3. Holt gives it up to Aguilar. Scotty on the back door. Nice pass by Japet.
Another great execution. This time, Barangay Ginebra version. They're still down by 1 point, but you like the way they're answering this offensive onslaught of the red shirts of San Miguel.
Lassiter kicks. CJ gets the bounce. 15 para kay CJ. Just naman para kay Thompson. What a mano-i-mano.
And that is the total of San Miguel is now 19. And as you've mentioned, 15 coming from CJ Perez. So what you're seeing is the complete offensive arsenal of CJ Perez. Earlier, it was via penetrations. But first, let's take a look at this backdoor play and a nice layup by Scotty Thompson.
And then, babawi nga sa kabila si CJ naman. Extra pass by Marshall. 3-point shot na yan natin sa atin.
Block shot there by Mo Tautua. Look at San Miguel. They're running once again.
CJ to the corner. Marshall for 3. Lights it up. Ayan na naman yung mga tres ng SMB.
Very alarming right now, and that is why Coach Tim Cone had no other recourse but to call a timeout. Hopefully, he will be able to stop this momentum generated by all the players playing for San Miguel at this moment.
Inumpisa ni CJ, tinutuloy na ng mga veterano ng SMB. They are up by 7, 22-15 as Marshall has hit his first 3 of Game 6.
Okay, don't allow him to just get the ball and take the shot. Okay, so if possible, help should be timing. Okay, if it's a sure 2 points, it's your layup. It's the time you have to help. But guys, even on the perimeter, guys, you have to stay closer. Okay, no, good job. Okay, that's the way how to defend. No pushing, just show your body, Okay, and then you more. Okay, you can take the shots. Okay, now.
Tito Talaw and Buddy Encarnado joining Boss Al Francis Chua and Coach Ryan Gregorio over at Commissioner's Row. Ba't nandun yun? Katabi ko yun Ba't napunta doon sa babae? Going around the smart Araneta. Nakita kita doon kasi kausap mo si Boss Buddy
Kinakailangan na magpugay kamay sa mga institusyon sa PBA Kailangan magmano.
Nagulat ako CJ Perez, Coach RG, is a house on fire right now. Ito yung ginagawa niya throughout the series. Pero sa ngayong gabi, ano pa to? 6 minuto pa lang, 15 puntos na.
Tingnan mo naman, very consistent naman ang kanyang performance. 16 points in the first 3 games. In the last 2 games, 21 points. Ngayon, sigurado mag-predict na ba tayo? 15 points na So sigurado mag-over 21 to. But look at the matchup against Scotty Thompson. Hindi naman nagpapaiwan. And the way they're shooting, they're very efficient. Hindi pa nagmimintis itong dalawang manlalaro na ito.
Kalkulado mo yung 20 Kasi nung game 4, paalala ko sa'yo, 18 puntos yan per sub, pero 4 points na lang sa second half. So, 22. Kinarkulan mo talagang lalampas ng 20.
Tama.
Para sure. 22-17. San Miguel's lead is 5. 7 minutes po lumilipas dito sa Game 6. Tautua. Looking to pound it in. Kontra dito. Can never hurt. Oh, Tautua blocked from behind by Abarientos. Chop it on the baseline. He's got Junmar right with him. They reset the attack right now, down by 5. RJ, nowhere to go. Chapet, di diskarte, hindi maipagpag si Junmar. He turns it over to Ross, pitches it out to CJ. Here we go.
And that is what you don't want to happen, especially for Barangay Ginebra. They would actually rather shoot that shot instead of turning the ball over, because they will have a problem with the quickness of San Miguel, especially if it's CJ Perez running down court.
Just over 4 remaining in this first quarter. Thompson on the move. Kicks it out. Aguilar will miss the 3. Nauna na naman si CJ. Na-locate naman ni Junmar. 19 na para dito kay Perez.
And that will force Coach Tim Cohn to burn another timeout. He's not happy with the transition defense of Barangay Ginebra, especially after a missed 3-point shot. Look at his turnover, and what is the result? Forward pass by Chris Ross to the streaking CJ Perez.
Defensive stop na yan. Atin sa atin ang Pioneer Elastocene. Selyado ang bubong anumang panahon.
Nagbabalik tayo dito sa Smart Araneta Coliseum kung saan nangunguna ang San Miguel 26-17. Now, gentlemen, despite being the most consistent Beermen on the floor during the semifinals, scoring double-digit figures, inamin ni CJ Perez that there are still some looks to his game na kinakailangan niyang ma-improve. Nakita niyang may tendency siyang mag-overhelp sa depensa on the weak side, pati na ang pag-fall in love sa outside shots na minsan naman wala. Kaya naman for him, the redeeming factor is being able to balance his game on both ends of the floor, kung saan nakakatulong ang pagiging patient in getting better shots, converting Chris Ross's passes, making sure he makes his layups to create space for Junmar, but also putting in the extra effort sa coverage ng kanyang depensa. Balik sa inyo.
First 5 games ng series na to, less than 28% yung shooting niya from the 3-point line. Ayun, nakikita mo doon sa baba. 2 for 2 so far para kay CJ dito sa first quarter.
Hindi pa nagpimintes itong si CJ Perez. 8 out of 8 from the field, and also 3, not only that, pati yung fast break game nitong San Miguel. Good thing, nakakuha ng offensive rebound, but he was not able to score on that putback. And here comes San Miguel once again.
Tautua faking the handoff, takes it to the cup, thwarted at the end. 9 ang abante ng San Miguel Beer. Thompson to the baseline with some daylight. Scotty Thompson now with 12 points.
And at this point, the lone bright spot on offense is Scotty Thompson for Barangay Ginebra.
Sina Coach Leo Ostre naman na mapapahiling ng timeout dahil itong Barangay Ginebra nagsisimula ng kumayot makabalik dito sa late part ng first quarter. 3-17 natitira. Sa ating opener, it is San Miguel by 7, 26-19.
Compare the game namin, game 4 and game 5, it's a lot of difference. But this time, there's a lot of players who step up, especially on defense namin, and we're able to stop their bench to score heavily. We're 1-1 away from the finals, but it is not an easy task for us. And we know Ginebra's fighting spirit. Hindi natin sasabing NSD sila kung wala nun.
Kaya naman, naka-layup lang ng medyo madali si Scotty, napahiling kagad ng timeout, hindi pwede magpabaya.
Kailangan kasi ma-maintain nila yung spread nila. Yun ang gustong gawin ni Coach Leo Austria. He's not leaving anything to chance. As we take a look at, of course, our Commissioner, Willie Marshall, together with Ben Schindler, FIBA, Legal Affairs Manager, and of course, yung ating lawyer din dito sa PBA na si Attorney Ogie Narvasa. Legal Counsel ng PBA yan.
So far, Coach RG, points in the paint, 14-6 in favor of San Miguel. Fast break attack, 6-0 in favor of San Miguel din. Kaya naman lamang pa rin sila ng 7.
Oh, from the vantage point of Barangay Ginebra, they just have to weather the storm. They have to play better defense. San Miguel, 11 out of 14 from the field. That is 78.6%. So, from the lens of Barangay Ginebra, just make it more difficult for San Miguel to score. But it is just wishful thinking at this point. CJ Perez is just unconscious.
Coach RG,
22
na kagad.
First quarter pa lang.
22 na, 3 for 3 from the 3-point line para dito kay CJ Perez. And this now is the first double-digit spread of the game. Holt, though, is fouled on the way in sa kabila. He'll get 2 free throws. CJ Perez is scorching hot, Coach RG.
And not only was he able to generate 22 big points, but these are contested shots right now. Look at the challenge of Scotty Thompson. But to no avail because, alam mo, rhythm shooter itong si CJ Perez. Pag kumonekta na siya sa loob, ang feeling na kayang-kaya na rin makashoot sa labas. And that is exactly what has happened in tonight's ball game. 9 out of 9 for CJ Perez. 6 out of 6 from 2. 3 out of 3 from 3. And plus 2 assists. So he's doing everything offensively for his team.
He ties the series high in terms of points. Nung game 4 nga po, 22. Ngayon, first quarter pa lang, 22 na. Nag-split pa yung free throws sa kabilang dulo. 29-20. Trollano, now part of the 5 para sa San Miguel. He'll get it right back from Junmar. Hindi, maganda yung depensa sa kanya ni Holt. Perez for 4. Ang mga kamay ni CJ, nagliliyap na!
Is just scorching right now. 26 total points for CJ Perez, and we are only in the first quarter. But the most impossible thing is he has not missed in the game.
Patented ni Jason Webb yun, ha? Pero 13 na ngayon ang abante. Netong SMB, 26 puntos para kay Perez. Di nga lang matanganan yung rebound dyan. Oh my God, Coach RG. This streak, CJ is on. 10 for 10 from the field, including a 4.
Well, I've seen a lot of good basketball games in my fan mode here in the PBA, but I have not seen a performance such as this one in the first quarter. And look at CJ Perez once again leaking out, and that is going to be 27th and 28th point for CJ Perez. Mind you guys, we're only in the first quarter with over 1 minute left to play.
Yun nga eh, hindi pa tapos yung first quarter,
First quarter pa lang ito.
28 para kay CJ, grabe naman. Guess who wants a return trip to the finals and they want to book it tonight? CJ Perez nagpapakita ng gutom. Holt gusto bumawi. Foul taking a 3. That's going to be 3 free throws para kay Stephen.
Just stunning performance for CJ Perez. And you know that he will shoot, and yet there is no antidote. Look at him streak. You know, this is an issue right now for Barangay Ginebra, and we are afraid that this might happen because they have to do a lot of extra things defensively. They have to double Junmar, they have to rush out, they have to rotate. So, chances are mapalegs. And it is happening here in Game 6. Kitang-kita natin, 2 steps late parati sila sa pagdepensa kay CJ Perez.
28 in a quarter. Aantayin natin maya-maya si Sir Fidel eh. A-update tayo dyan. Anong klaseng record na ba yan? Grabihan lang para dito kay Perez.
Grabe, kung ganito yung kanyang streak, tapos ganito yung kanyang momentum. Delikado yung puntos ni Tony Harris.
Tama.
Diba? Parang 25, at least 25 points per quarter si Tony Harris para mag-isang daan, di ba? O dagdagan mo pa ng 26, parang gano'n. Ito, 28 ni.
This time he feeds Trollano. David kapapasok lang with the board. Jason pushing it the other way. Nice pass to Koo, who kicks it to Torres. 3 ball ni Norbert, wala. David trying to keep it alive. It is secured by Trollano. Cruz batted away there by Holt.
He passed up an open layup. Instead, they wanted to make that extra pass outside. As a result, nothing on that offensive execution for Barangay Ginebra.
Mamaya, di ba, nag-highlights tayo. Quarter by quarter. Sa gumagawa ng highlights, puro CJ lang lagay nyo. Yun na yun. Period. CJ Perez, tapos. 30 in a quarter, Coach RG.
Naubusan na ako ng superlatives. I couldn't describe him anymore. But this is what I know. He has 30 points already with the still 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter, and he has not missed.
May naalala kong ano. Look at that. Look at the ovation CJ is getting heading to the bench. Kung huminto na maglaro ngayon si CJ, he will tie Aliping for most makes without a miss, 12 for 12.
Tama ka dyan.
Yun, naalala ko
Yes.
12 for 12.
Correct.
12 beses tumira, 12 ipinasok. Malahalimaw na performance para dito kay Perez sa first quarter, kaya 15 lamang ng SMB. Trollano has 2 more!
And this is where you can just see the depth of San Miguel. Extreme advantage for them. Pinahinga si CJ Perez. Meron pang Trollano na kayang umupensa para sa kanilang oponent.
Dre from deep, punches it through.
They just need to chip away. Timely basket by Jeremiah Gray at least to make it more decent. Yung hahabulin nila, 14 points itong lamang ng San Miguel. But what about the performance of CJ Perez?
Screenshot nyo. Dapat na-screenshot nyo yung graphic na yun.
30 points!
First
Hindi
quarter
pa.
pa lang, pero performance for the ages na yun.
Walang mintis si CJ Perez sa kanyang laro ng first quarter. Unbelievable yung performance na yun.
Game 6 po tayo ng best of 7 between SMB and Ginebra. First game pa lang ng seryeng ito. Itong Barangay Ginebra bench outscored SMB. RJ Barrientos na best player doon, 23-4-7. Game 2 naman, sumagot si Jeron Teng off the bench din para dito sa SMB. 12 sa 13 puntos siya sa fourth quarter binuhos. Siya naman nag-best player doon. Tapos game 3, it was the Don Trollano show bago bumawi si Scotty with his career high 35 together with 11 and 11 sa game 4. Pero pagdating ng game number 5 naman, with the series tied at 2, ang daming nagbida para dito sa SMB. Tautua, Lassiter, Fajardo, but it was Chris Ross who stood tallest amongst the rest. And that gave San Miguel this 3-2 lead in this race to 4. And so far through the first quarter, it has been the CJ Perez show.
Yes, and it is just so scintillating to see a performance such as that one. I have not seen a player score like that in just 12 minutes of basketball play, and also without a miss, especially in a closeout game such as this one for San Miguel.
Si Alan Kaitik dati, merong mas mabigat na scoring quarter, pero hindi ko maalala kung merong mintis o wala. Ito 12 for 12, Coach RG.
Grabe talaga yan. At ngayon, nadagdagan pa nitong performance si Don Trollano. This is where they are most dangerous. Dahil yung kanilang starting unit, particularly CJ Perez, was just scoring at will. Pagpasok ng kanilang bench mob, ganun pa rin. 5 straight points for Trollano here in this game.
Kasama ni Trollano sina Cruz as Jeremiah gets the reverse. Nice pass from Ku. So it is Trollano and Cruz together with Brondial, Tautua, and Chongson. Katapat etong sina Dre, Ku. Andiyan din si Norbert Torres, Nards Pinto, and Jason David. Jericho gustong pagpatuloy yung pagragasan ng San Miguel.
There's still a lot of time left. 11 minutes here in the second quarter in the entire second half. So enough time for Barangay Ginebra to launch a comeback. That is one thing that they have shown so far in the series. They were down by 17 at one point in the last game. Trimmed it down to 2, but unfortunately, they lost steam towards the end. So kaya ng Barangay Ginebra to, but they have to play better defense dahil napakadali yung score ng mga manlalaro ng San Miguel.
Kahit nung game 4, 16 yung tambakan doon, di ba?
Nahabol pa nila, yes.
Game 4, si Chris Ross naman na nagwala ng first quarter, as well as CJ, silang dalawa yung nagtambal doon. Up. Parang foul. Looks like it's gonna go against Cruz. Coach Tim wants the referees to review that last call. Pero si Cruz they foul, but he wants more than a regular foul.
Correct. Of course, whatever advantage they can generate, they will ask for that one. So let's see.
Sino na warningan? Si Coach Tim ba? For resentment. Shot call. Si Jericho pa ang na-warningan. Sinasabi niya, walang foul. Sabi ni Coach Tim, hindi lang regular foul. Sabi ni Jericho, wala naman. Norbert Torres with a 3.
Big step or big leap towards the right direction for Barangay Ginebra. While Junmar is resting on the bench, CJ Perez is also resting on the bench. They have to chip away. Only 14 is the lead of San Miguel.
Trollano inside. Rodney Brondial with a hit. Nice cleanup.
Rodman Brondial in action once again. I bumped into him sa car park kanina. Sabi ko sa kanya, Rodney, ang tawag ko sa'yo, Rodman. Tuwan-tuwa eh.
Yeah.
Salamat, coach. Ha?
Oh. Medyo sa pagitan yung pasa na yan. Torres thought about the 4, drives closer. Kicks it over. Pinto inside. Will have to earn it from the line. Take another look at this 3-point shot. Natin sa atin ang Arena Plus Sportsbook. Yan ang kinakailangan yung mga hit mula kina Torres.
At kinakailangan din yung mga bench players or guys coming off the bench for Coach Tim Cone must be able to score. We're talking about Pinto, but he missed his first free throw. Also Ralph Koo. Jeremiah Gray was able to do some damage offensively, kaya nakatulong dito sa cost itong Barangay Ginebra. Even itong si David, kailangan makatulong sa opensa. Inaasahan itong 5 manlalaro na to, but that's not gonna help. 2 muffed free throws for Pinto.
Sa puntong ito, babalikan natin si Miss Eileen.
Mag-win Coach Archie pagkatapos ng near 40-point quarter ng San Miguel. Ang sigaw ni Coach Tim Cone in the latest huddle is they got away with the storm but we have to weather it and keep the game within reach. Kaya naman moving forward, ang hinihingi ni Coach Tim is to protect the paint and the corners. Ika nga niya, when SMB shoots, huwag na sila mag-antay ng rebound. They have to run back right away with the goal to make sure na sa second quarter, 20 points maximum lang ang pwedeng magawa ng SMB. Balik sa inyo.
Sa ngayon, matamis na 16 pa rin ang abante ng SMB. Pinto walang napuntahan, binigay kay Gray. 3 ball is good.
And that is already the second 3-pointer. Itong si Jeremiah Gray showing that he can be relied upon when you talk about the offense. 8 total points for Jeremiah Gray.
13-point lead for the Redshirts. It is Jericho who gets into his motion. Jericho to Rodman inside. Minti si Brondial. Kanya rin yung board. Hindi, natapikan. Pinto comes out of the scrum. Gray, quick trigger. No. Huli si David.
A little push from behind. David will be called for his second or first personal foul and also now the second team foul for Barangay Ginebra.
Ang ganda kasi nung posisyon ni Jericho Cruz as you take another look at that 3 from Jeremiah. Hatid pa rin sa atin ang Arena Plus Sportsbook. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Offensive foul whistled on Big Mo.
Scoring has slowed down a little bit para rito sa San Miguel. This is exactly the kind of defensive intensity that Coach Tim Cone wants from his players. Forcing turnovers. Look at that. Illegal screen set by Mo Tautua. Ball goes back to Barangay Ginebra.
Halos 4 na minuto na lumilipas dito sa ating ikalawang yugto. It is still San Miguel by 13. Pinto got the drop on Thompson. Binabawi niya yung dalawang mintis na free throw.
And he has seen enough. Coach Leo Austria burning another timeout. His lead is just down to 11.
From a high of 17, 46-35 na lang ang abante ng mga magseserbesa, and that looked a little too easy para kay Pinto. Kaya nga napahiling ng timeout si Coach Leo. Ito yung pinagkikwentuhan natin kanina, Coach RG. These guys who usually come off the bench para kay Coach Tim, makikita mo yung diferensya in wins and else.
Kita-kita natin dito sa tatlong manlalaro na ito. 11 points in wins para kay Jason David, pati kay Norbert Torres, 10.5 and only 6 in the losses. And even Ralph Go, 10 points in the wins, or 2 total wins for Barangay Ginebra and only 4.3 in the losses. Even their assists, look at the numbers combined. Minus 10 in the losses, plus 22 pagdating dun sa wins. And what does that tell you? It is very important that guys coming off the bench must be ready. They're just not supposed to play defense. They also must able to generate points para nga ma-offset itong lalim ng koponan ni Coach Leo Austria. And right now, that is exactly what they're doing. After being down by as many as 17 TR point earlier, 11 na lang ito. Binibilang ko pa eh. Dahil nakakatakot rito pag bumalik si CJ Perez, pero wala pang CJ Perez sighting para rito sa San Miguel.
Actually, Coach Leo, although nababa nga sa 11 yung abante nila, will stick with the same 5. It is Wami Johnson with Jericho Cruz, Don Trollano, Mo Tautua, and Rodney Brondial. Sa kabila naman, same para kay Coach Tim dahil ito nga ang nagbibigay ng buhay sa kanila. It is Pinto with Ray, Ku, David, and Torres. Trollano with an opening. Bang!
Oh, fantastic screen set by Mo Tautua. That small flare screen was enough opening for Don Trollano to take his shot and also make it. 8 points for the Don.
A bit more breathing room para sa San Miguel. 14 na naman ang kanilang abante rito. Torres puts it on the deck. They go to Pinto. He's got Mo in front. Pinto launches it. No go. Trollano gets it across. Big Mo leading for it. Nice movement by Wami. Trollano again. Di lang mubra sa pagkakataon na yun. Ku shoots over Mo. Nag-hesitate pa kasi nung una, no?
Nawala yung rhythm niya dun sa tira niya. 2 straight misses for Barangay Ginebra.
Yun in rhythm.
Almost in.
Kumalog lang palabas.
Lumabas bigla eh.
At eto na, si Abay ibabalik ni Coach Leo. Sasabay pa for the first time tonight si Andreas Kahilig. Sa kabila naman si RJ Abarientos at Scotty Thompson na nagbalik para kay Coach Tim Cone.
This is actually more bad news para rito sa Barangay Ginebra. Only 2 points for Junmar Fajardo. Only 1 attempt in the first quarter.
Oop! Nasalba naman yan ni Abay. 8 segundo sa kanilang shot clock. Jericho makes this move. They go to Wami. 3-ball ni Thompson is good.
Ito yung pinaka-nakakatakot pag ganito yung nilalaro nitong San Miguel eh. Dahil hindi sila masyadong umaasa kay Junmar Fajardo sa loob. They're just taking shots from the outside. 7 3-pointer right now for San Miguel. The last one, courtesy of this guy, Wami Thompson.
Hati din sa atin ng Arena Plus Sportsbook. Matapos mababa sa 11, naka-back-to-back na 3 ang SMB. Kaya ihiling ng timeout ang Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. 30-second timeout ang ginamit ni Coach Tim. As we take a look at the game changers naman para sa San Miguel.
Kitang-kita yan eh. Don Trollano 19.3, including his conference high of 33 points in this series. Mo Tautua 12.8, 18 was his conference high in the previous game. Marshall Lassiter was also playing unconscious basketball in the last game. He had 16 points. And in the wins, 11 points ang kanyang average. Only 6 dun sa kanilang mga talo. Minus 27 bench points combined in the 2 losses by San Miguel. And napakalaking plus niyan pag nananalo sila, courtesy of those guys that we presented. Ginebra trying to look to score at this point. Nice extra pass. That is what they want to do. Make the defense of San Miguel move. A lot of extra passes. They will get the best possible shot. Not the first opening, but the shot that will generate 2 points for them. 15 points is the lead of San Miguel. Pinadaldal mo ako dun, ha?
Eh, si Sir Fidel, ayun, ano natin, yung 30 points on 12 per 12 shooting in a quarter, ating ibe-verify. Kailangan si Sir Fidel yan.
Dapat lang. Siya talagang nakakaalam ng lahat.
52-37, it is a 15-point game. Scotty scored 12 points in his first run. Nung una, sinubukan niyang i-match si CJ point for point, pero bigla na lang kumawala sa koral itong si Perez. Chop it against the shot clock, comes up short. Kahilig for the board. Wami gets it across. Thompson with 3 points so far. They'll get it over to Cruz. Scoreless pa dito si Jericho. Aatakihin niya si Ralph Koo. Natapik ni RJ yan palabas, leaving 8.6 on the shot clock.
Scoreless pa rin dito si CJ Perez.
Oo nga.
Dahil hindi pa ginamit ngayon pa lang ibabalik si CJ Perez with 5 minutes and 6 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Let us see kung lumimig ba itong si CJ Perez.
Papaalala ko lang sa lahat, hinulaan ni Coach RG na siguradong for the game lalampas ng 20 si CJ. First quarter pa lang tong renta na po.
Kasi 15 na nung pinredict ko
Dinoble pa pala. CJ again! Medyo nang lamig. And look at this. Do you hear the crowd? Na parang,
nag-cheer, no? Sa wakas, nagminti si CJ.
Marshall with a steal. Over to CJ. Perez. Now 13-4-14 from the field.
Another fast break points for San Miguel. You don't want to turn the ball over because San Miguel wants the running game. They feel like they have the legs right now to outspeed Barangay Ginebra. But speaking of quickness and speed advantage, pinakita sa atin yun ni RJ Abarientos. Wide open layup using his left hand.
Marshall backing up on RJ. Turnaround jumper. Doesn't work. Scotty for the board. Just over 4 minutes remaining sa ating first half. Holt in attack mode. We'll swing it out. RJ to the right wing. Fakes the pass, puts it up. Couldn't get the bounce. Rebound Marshall, touches it over to Ross. CJ running with him. Perez now has 34.
Unbelievable. He misses first shot here in the second quarter. Pero
this is a conference high.
Oh, wow.
34 is a conference high now para kay CJ.
And what about the fast break points? Totally dominated by San Miguel. 12-0. Yes, that's true. San Miguel with a 12-0 advantage by the fast break category against Barangay Ginebra.
My goodness, CJ Perez. Ito sigurado ang bukang bibig ng buong Pilipinas mula Luzon, Visayas hanggang Mindanao. This is a special performance. It is just incredible, Coach RG.
And I'm not about to defend Barangay Ginebra, but what we're seeing is yung talagang pagod na itong barangay dahil hindi na sila makasabay dito sa bilis ng San Miguel.
Sinuwerte pa sila doon. Nakagawa ng paraan si David for the rebound. Japet hits the deuce.
The goal para rito sa Barangay Ginebra is maibaba lang to like 8 or 9 points entering the second half of play. para lang magkaroon pa sila ng kumpiyansa na makabalik dito sa laban na to.
CJ kicks. Ross wide open. And it is just pouring threes para sa SMB. And sinasabi ko sa'yo, binigay na ni Sir Fidel. Alan kay Dick nga, in the third quarter of a game versus Ginebra nung siya'y nasa Tivoli pa, scored 37. Etong ginawang 30 ni CJ Perez, tying second best nung tumrenta puntos si Paul Alvarez. Nung naka-71 siya, when Alaska beat Shell 169-138 way back when. So, second best performance ng 30, ang tanong, Sir Fidel, si Kaidik ba at si Alvarez merong mintis nun? Kasi si CJ wala.
Wala. Perfect from the field.
Pang-alipik yung datingan, ano? Ross tried the turnaround three. CJ thwarted at the end. Nung halftime pala nun, for a half, Alan Kaidik naka 53 points and a half. Ayun, no? Itong si Murphy Boy to, si Jello. Ipag-unahan kayo, ha? Pero yung 12 for 12 yun, yung most points in a quarter, 37 ni Kaidik. In one half, naka 53 si triggerman coach Alan Kaidik noon. Yung Paul Alvarez na tinabla ni CJ, naka 44 in one half of basketball.
Mamaya magpipredict ako ulit after this timeout. Kung mabibreak yan ni CJ Perez.
30-second timeout.
Okay.
Dito. Mag-predict ka na.
O sige, baka hindi kayanin yung 53.
Mahirap yun.
Mahirap yun. Kasi 34 points siya ngayon.
2 minutes
2 minutes na lang. Pero pinasok siya with just a little over 5 minutes left nitong second quarter na to.
Kung dikit yung laban, iiwan mo eh. Pero may breathing room. Discarding coach, diba? Teka, pahinga ka muna. Baka kailanganin kita sa dulo.
Tama. So babalik lang ako. Sino ba nakakadepensa kay Michael Jordan?
Diba?
Kapag pinahinga siya ng kanyang coach na si Jackson. So ito, ang huminto kay Coach Leo, kay CJ, yung kinakailangan pagpapahingahin muna siya.
CJ so far, sariwain natin, 34 points on 14 of 16 shooting from the field. 3 of 4 mula sa 3-point line. 1 of 1 mula sa 4-point line. Baka sabihin mo, hindi kasi marami yan dahil sa 4. Isang 4 lang ang kasama dun. At meron pa siyang isang rebound, tatlong assist so far.
Unbelievable talaga yung first quarter scoring na yun ni CJ Perez. Because he was scoring at will. Be it a layup, a three-pointer, even a 4-point shot, even a perimeter jumper. Kumonekta ron si CJ.
Abay, extra pass to Kahili. He lines it up from the right corner. Scotty kept it away from Ross. Chop it over at the other end, down by 18. Thompson trying to decide what to do. Hindi pa siya umi-score sa second. He's trying to feed Chapet.
And a foul will be called against... it was Torres. Oh, sorry. CJ Perez, rather. Was a guilty party that time. His third personal foul. Medyo nag-cheer na naman itong mga taga-barangay dahil natawagan ng pangatlong foul itong si CJ Perez, kaya minabuti muna ni Coach Leo Austria na pagpahingahin muna siya uli.
RJ, step back. Pasok yan para dito kay Barrientos. Still a 16-point lead for the Redshirts. They have been in command here in the first half, riding the coattails of that miraculous quarter of CJ Perez. Junmar inside. Sabi mo, pinaupo muna si CJ. Balik sila kay Abay.
Pupuntahan lang nila itong si Abay dahil hindi nila napuntahan eh. From the opening quarter, pati dito sa early part ng second quarter, even towards the end of the second quarter. Only 2 points for the big man on a 1-out-of-1 shooting. But the more important aspect is in the 16 minutes that he has played, his team is plus 18.
Ross dumping it inside to Junmar. Back to Ross. Hit a 3 earlier. Sabit ng rookie na si Estil.
2 free throws will be awarded to Chris Ross.
Hindi niya yung pinipilit ng bench na Ginebra, hindi para in the act. But Ross gets the benefit of continuation. Ikaw naka 1-for-1 ka na sa hula, Coach RG. Mangula din ako kung sino magiging babad player of the half natin. Sigurado naman si CJ.
Pwede ba akin na lang?
CJ naman siguro.
Para 2 out of 2 ako.
Ang dali namang 2 for 2 nun.
Umawa yung tira na yun ni Chris Ross. His 4th point in the ball game. His first one was from the Rainbow Country. 7.4 points per game. And he nails the second one. The lead goes up to 18 points, 61 to 43. Talagang kontrolado ng San Miguel itong first 2 quarters.
Kaya naman tuwan-tuwa si Mommy Virginia Ross in attendance here watching Chris. Holt inside to Japs. He bounces this one home. Aguilar now with 8 points.
The lead is down to 16. 2 more possessions here bago tayo mag-halftime break.
RJ with a steal. Japet pushes it up. Holt touches to a steal. And the rookie will be at the line for 2 free throws.
Quick steal by Barangay Ginebra. Finally, they're playing defense. They were able to telegraph that pass. It was supposed to be for Junmar Fajardo. It was deflected. They were able to complete it. On the other side, masusubukan itong si Sonny Steele if he can make his free throws.
Steele taking care of the first. Only his 4th appearance in this semifinal series. Doesn't get many minutes, less than 6 per outing. Pero kailangan niya. Kahit sino makakapag-ambag, kailangan niya ni Coach Tim.
Fresh legs ang kinakailangan dito eh.
Sabi mo nga, mukhang pagod na eh, no?
Meron ng kapoy factor. Kita na natin dito sa Barangay Ginebra.
Last shot time para dito sa San Miguel. Cruz puts his head down. Inside, he wraps it over to Kahilig. Nadunggol. Junmar gets the bounce right at the first half buzzer.
Almost a miss already. Na-save pa yon ni Junmar Fajardo. Umawa pa yung kanyang tira. But this first half definitely belongs to CJ Perez.
The San Miguel Beermen looking to book that ticket to the finals tonight. They are in total control here in the first half of Game 6, Coach.
Oh yes. Grabe yan. Yung panimula ni CJ Perez, hindi nag-slow down itong San Miguel.
So the Beermen up 63-47 at the half. And Coach RG mentioned it. Ang nagpiloto nung napakatindi nilang malabag yung simula, etong si CJ Perez. Siya ang ating Babad Player of the Half. Brought to us by Devon. Enjoy unforgettable TV Babad moments with your family, only with Devon.
And that is not a typo. 34 points for CJ Perez. 30 happening in the first quarter. 10 out of 10 out of 11 from the 2-point area. 3 out of 4 from the 3-point range.
63-47, ibe-breakdown ni Coach RG. Na bukod kay CJ, ano pa ba mga nangyari sa first half? Maya-maya lang.
Where they please start. Captain.
something that like we and it's like I said, the 5 straight and the 0-3 are really big things that are probably at the top of the list for the dead five.
Walang pinuntahan yung reverse niya. Heavy traffic kasi.
Nice pass.
Oh! Rosario placing it perfectly for Aguilar.
At least one player, people do not give a lot of credit, even in our game story. Pero kung hindi dahil kung sa dalawang 3-point shot niya against Converge nung endgame, tumawag ng play.
At hindi rin nahihiya pag nakakita ng butas.
Oh, nice shot!
Will throw it down!
Yan talaga, basta nakuha niyo yung bola, itakbo niyo dahil si Judman will always lag a little bit.
Pagoy, he likes it that way, but he missed.
Newsome, the forward pass. Quinto gets away with the jam. And that should electrify Meralco for the time being. Newsome and Quinto trying to resuscitate the Bolts.
Nice lead pass galing kay Chris Newsome. Eto si Bong Quinto going to the finals of the Philippine Cup on the 50th season. Here we go. That's a one-handed slam.
Off a brilliant play and a fantastic find for that Aaron Black.
And the best part there is Larry Porcia's reaction. Oh, well done.
You cannot gamble when hindi depensa mo is not close to the basket.
Oh, eh natuto na rin mag-pivot ito eh, no?
And protect that basket.
Exactly.
Susundutan ka eh.
All looking inside as he comes out from 4-44. And that's 23 for Don Trollano. And another turnover.
This is the third timeout already of Barangay Ginebra in this quarter alone.
And the BRGY celebrates.
Very good template for them. Another turnover on that telegraph pass. They have the numbers. White shirts, Japet Aguilar.
Jumpin' with the throwdown. And listen to this crowd roar. May mga John Cena you can see me pa mula sa Ginebra fans in attendance.
And Nambatak has not scored. Bates has not scored. Oh, what an extra pass.
And there it is, the champ from BGR.
And the pass coming from Boy Eram. That's his first assist of the game. And Eram is showing a lot of things here on the floor.
Yung Death 5 na tinatawag, di namin ano yan eh, di naman namin sinadya na tawagin Death 5 din eh. Nagkataon lang na yung game namin nagko-complement sa isa't isa. So ayun, yung mga fans yung nagtawag na Death 5. So ayun, pinaligan na nila namin. So,
It actually evolved and it naturally just kind of happened for us. I remember there was a certain series that the certain five that we had came out and probably were playing well.
I think the first time we really started playing heavy minutes together was finals of the 03. I don't really recall when we first originated, but I know we started playing really heavy minutes around that time, and then coach just kind of stuck with us, and yeah, it just kind of started from there. And luckily, we didn't really have any major injuries, so we were able to, whatever we won in the finals, we were able to carry over to the next conference and from go from there.
Maganda yung chemistry namin sa loob ng court. And then, yun nga, halos lahat ng mga players na yung Death 5 na yun, leaders sa court. So, vocal sila, ako lang ata yung hindi nagsasalita masyado doon. Pero sila, vocal sila sana sa game. So, yun yung nagdadala sa aming lima.
We all knew where we were going to be at. We all knew we didn't really have to talk to each other to tell each other what needed to be done. We didn't need much instruction. We were just 5 vets out there that knew how to play, knew how to win, and that was the main thing. We sacrificed and we put winning before everything. We didn't care about individual accolades. We didn't care about stats. We didn't care who got best player of the game. We didn't care anything about that. The only thing we cared about was winning, and that was the common denominator in the 5 was we cared about winning so much, so we put everything in front of anything personal so the team could win, be successful.
But it was just a camaraderie, knowing that we had each other's back, play as a team, and everyone knew their role. That was very important. And I think what made it kind of special is that we kind of knew what each person was going to do. I guess that builds with chemistry. So it was just fun to be in those moments, just playing off each other.
Yung zero to hero, yun yung go-to na namin. Kasi hindi lang yung Death 5 yung nag-ano dun eh. Pati yung bench namin. Sobrang laki ng tulong ng mga teammates ko, ng mga bench namin. Sila Kuya Yancy, sila BRGY. So lahat ng binasok ni coach ng series na yon, so sobrang nag-contribute. So
Zero to hero, where I remember being down 0-3. And then at Phil Sports Arena, and that was a very pivotal game to kind of get the momentum going for us. While not many people believe we can pull up an upset like that. So
Marcel had 27 points, I think. We had a few guys from the bench with Gabby, Espinas, and Yancey step up. But then when Jumar got healthy in game 5, I think it was, Jumar was on a limited minutes restriction, so we all just kind of battled back together with me, Alex, Marcio, Arwin, and then Jumar playing the limited minutes with Yancey helping him out and Gabby helping him. It kind of let us know that there's not a lot of things that we can't do. Like coming back from 0-3, no one's really done that. And we were able to do it. Like we felt like if we won one game, just take it one game at a time, win the second one, then the pressure's on them. And then Jumar started to get a little more healthy. So it was something that we still talk about to this day because we're the only team that's done it. And it's, like I said, the 5 straight and the 0-3 are really big things that are probably at the top of the list for the Death 5.
After exploding for 39 in the first quarter, San Miguel has not looked back. They've led by as many as 18 in the second and sit on a 16-point lead at the half. Dito po sa Game 6 sa loob ng Smart Araneta Coliseum. Kakundong pa rin natin live on RPTV. Three-time PBA champion coach Ryan Gregorio. It's been the CJ Perez Show.
Grabe, 30 points in the first quarter. Finished the first half with 34 big points. But it is not just CJ Perez. Even guys coming off the bench, particularly itong si Don Trollano, nakatulong rin para sa kanilang kupunan. Pero alam naman natin itong Barangay Ginebra, no lead is safe. So hindi pa pwedeng mag-relax itong San Miguel. But for Barangay, they have to play better defense kung gusto nilang makabalik dito sa laban na to.
I-breakdown natin. Ano pa nga ba ang mga ibang nangyari in the first half, Coach?
Look at the three-point shooting of San Miguel. For Barangay Ginebra, it was not bad. 35%, 6 made. But for San Miguel, 8 out of 16, 50%. That is a lot. Two-point shooting, 16 of 23. That is 69% for SMB. Hindi rin masama itong Barangay Ginebra, 12 of 26. Mas marami lang talagang na-score itong San Miguel. But the telling blow came from fast break points, 12-0. Abante dyan ang San Miguel. And because of the scorching shooting of CJ Perez, 34 points na nakita natin. Pati yung starter scoring, talagang abante itong kupunan ng Beermen.
Scotty Thompson scored 12 points in the first quarter, kaso hindi na nadagdagan sa second. They're gonna need more from the former MVP if they want a chance to live to fight another game. 63-47, San Miguel with a 16-point lead to open this third quarter. Mo Tautua back in the starting unit. He scoops that one in.
It's just bulldozing his way inside. And another two-point basket, this time for Mo Tautua.
Thompson sa kabila, kasama niya itong sina Holt, Rosario, Abarientos, and Aguilar. Si Mo naman ang makakasama. Itong sina CJ, Ross, Fajardo, and Lassiter. Both teams with the same starting units here. As two free throws will be coming up para dito kay Japs.
Lucky for Japet that he was fouled. Pero ang inaasahan ng mga supporters itong Barangay Ginebra, sana end one yun. Dahil napakadaling tira sana.
Ito malaking problema.
Yan, big development.
4 na ang foul ni CJ Perez. Alam mo yung first quarter niya kung saan umiscore siya ng 30. Tying the second best all-time ngayon, ano? As we take a look at some of Japet's numbers from back in game number 5. Yung 30 impressive. Si Coach Alan Kaydik nung araw nag-37.
Correct.
Pero yung 30 on 12 of 12 shooting is the all-time best performance in a quarter ever sa kasaysayan ng PBA. Ang tinalo niya, Cyrus Baguio back in 2010. Nag-9 for 9 si Cyrus for 28 points in the first quarter when Alaska defeated Coca-Cola 108-98.
Naalala mo yun o mayroong konting tulong yan?
Evident.
Yeah. Kung magsalita ka, talagang convincing.
Siyempre, nag-a-apply mag-VO. Tautua powers up. Doesn't work. Junmar and Scotty. Paano mo abutin yun? CJ for 3. Punches it through!
Ayun ang sinasabi natin. Grabe yung effort nitong si Scotty Thompson na tumalon ilang beses. Pero mas madali kay Junmar Fajardo makakuha ng offensive rebound. Now, pagpasa niya sa malayo dito kay CJ Perez, there was nobody even rushing out to contest that shot of CJ. Take a look at that one. After getting the offensive rebound, yes, Holt was there, but he was simply too late.
68-49, a brand new largest lead of the game. RJ trying to get away from Lester. Picked up by JMF. Troy for 3. Jump and put back. Wala pa rin.
Another sorry miss by Japet Aguilar from point blank.
Tautua, hinahanap doon ni Perez. They end up turning it over. Barely 2 minutes into this third quarter.
And that is 50% of the task of Barangay Ginebra. Force a turnover. The other 50 is to score on the other side. They're down by 19. The biggest deficit of Barangay in this game.
Abarientos goes cross court. It is Thompson who locates Holt. Stephen on the move. Trying to wrap it over to Troy. Hindi matanganan ni Rosario. Eto na si Perez on the run. CJ will back it up and reset. CJ pa rin. Dalawang tao na talagang humahabol sa kanya. Paikot-ikot si Tautua, hindi nakatingin sa bola. Ito na ang Ginebra. Scotty will score his first basket since the first quarter.
Medyo nahilo ron si Moto Tua. Hindi niya alam kung saan kukunin yung pasa. And quickly, Barangay Ginebra taking advantage. Another fast break layup for Scotty Thompson, his 14th point in the game, but only the 4th transition basket for Barangay Ginebra. They need more. They're still down by 17.
Torres, papasok ulit para dito naman kay Rosario. He's been hobbled by yung binabanggit niya ni Miss Eileen kanina na adductor injury. Pinipilit na nga lang ni Troy maglaro dito. 4-ball ni CJ, hindi mo bra. Abarientos with a board. Barangay Ginebra trying to wake up this smart Araneta crowd. Pero si Tautua would like to silence them. RJ mula sa kanto.
They need rhythm shots right now. They have to make sure that almost every possession they will be able to score just to bounce back in this game. Now down to 14 and the crowd is alive.
That's going to be a foul on Abarientos. He was a bit too late to try and catch up to Ross as we get this report from Eileen.
Maguin Coach RG with Barangay Ginebra not able to achieve their goal of limiting SMB to 20 points in the second quarter. Ang sigaw ni Coach Richard Del Rosario, that was a disaster. Hindi na nga daw ito about X's and O's. They already need to show their character and aggressiveness because everything has been tentative on both ends of the floor. They acknowledge that the CJ show was because of their defensive lapses. So moving forward, they need to be better collectively. At para naman sa SMB, simple lang ang gusto ni Coach Peter Martin. Sustain the high shot quality and good P para nang ma-close itong serye. Balik sa inyo.
39 nga nung first quarter ni San Miguel, plus 14 yun sa 25 ng Ginebra. Yung second quarter, nag-plus 2 pa rin na San Miguel, 24-22. Let's see how this quarter goes for both San Miguel and Ginebra. Abarientos was on a fishing expedition. No whistle blown. Here comes Ross. Stop and pop three. Di lang mo bra para kay Chris. RJ, atras abante. Ibigay sana niya ulit palabas kay Holt. Sundot nga lang palabas.
Ginebra likes the tempo of the ball game right now. They feel like for as long as they make multiple stops, they have a chance in this game. But still, they need to manufacture baskets. Still down by 15. Let's see what they will do on that baseline out of bounds play.
Every time nagtangka or nag-threaten lang ang Ginebra, maganda yung magiging timing ng timeout ni Coach Leo. As CJ with those huge strides comes up short. At the other side, it is Holt who is left alone. He makes him pay. And ito na naman, hihiling ulit ng timeout si Coach Leo.
Kinakailangan because the momentum was definitely shifted towards the side of the white shirts of Barangay Ginebra. This is what you don't want to happen if you're the Beermen. Back-to-back threes by Barangay, and the worst part is yung crowd, will they get involved? Talagang nabibigyan ng momentum itong mga nakaputi.
I will say that this guy reminds me so much of Jojo Lastimosa. If you guys remember Jojo during the years, you know, he would struggle, you know, and then fourth quarter, he'd come up and hit the big shot every time. And it was just a faith that we knew that he would step up when needed to be stepped up. And that's why, we just stayed with Steven, because we knew he was going to step up at some point. And boy, did he tonight. Wow.
Mr. Fourth Quarter, Jolegs, champion PBA coach, and now team manager ng TNT, Jojo Lastimosa. Yun ang naalala ni Coach Tim kay Holt.
Grabe naman yung comparison na meron itong si Coach Tim Cone. Alam naman natin kung gaano ka-legendary nung naglalaro pa si Boss Jojo Lastimosa. And he is not just a champion player, he is also a champion coach and also a champion team manager. So yung mga pinakamalaking mga contribution sa basketball nagawa na ni Boss Jojo Lastimosa.
Just a born winner. Actually, hindi born eh. He made himself into a winner all throughout his career, no? Mabasa 12 ang inabol na Ginebra. At syempre, San Miguel, saan pupunta? Kay Abayan, pero nagminti si Fardo. Foul si Jericho. Napaupo muna si CJ Perez because of his 4 personal fouls.
That was really an expected play from Coach Leo Austria. They want to get the game of Abay. He needs to get going. He only has 4 points and he has not taken a lot of attempts. Pero nagminti siya dun sa kanyang tira na yun.
Alam mo kung sino ang hindi nagmimintis?
Sino?
Si Miss Eileen.
Baguhin Coach RG, para kay Stephen Holt, having their backs on the wall has been the theme of their season. Kaya naman for a guy like him who has managed to show that what he can do under pressure, hindi na ito bago at alam niyang he can step up to the challenge. Ika nga ni Stephen, matumal ang kanyang scoring for the most part in the series dahil may inalalayan siyang back injury. But now that their season is on the line, kinakailangan niyang makahanap ng paraan na makatulong. If it means getting to the basket more, fishing for free throws, looking for more opportunities to make his jump shots. Ika nga niya, I have to be aggressive because there might be no tomorrow. Balik sa inyo.
Ang hindi nakahanap ng paraan yung Barangay Ginebra sa sequence na yon. As Coach Leo has now deployed Trollano as well as Brondial. Here comes Rodman Brondial! Bagay na bagay ang moniker mo.
Yung laro niya, tsaka yung numero niya, parang walang kaduda-duda kung sino idol niya.
71-57. A bit more breathing room para sa San Miguel. Abarientos over to Torres. Inabot muna kay Scotty. He's only got 2 points since the first quarter. Nice pass papunta kay Torres. Wild shot nga lang. Junmar will collect the board.
Good defense once again. The interior defense of San Miguel. Very impressive here in the third quarter.
Pang-siyam na rebound na yan para kay Fajardo. As Cruz will remain cold. Scoreless pa nga ito si Jericho. Scotty hesitated. They go to Torres. Scotty this time nagpakawala.
He passed up a good shot for him to get a better basket from deep. Third three-pointer for Scotty Thompson. He has not missed in this game from deep and he now has a total of 13 or 17 big points.
Sigurado mahigit 60% na. 59% nagsimula for the series as Ross picks up a foul on Abarientos.
So slowly but surely nakikita natin Barangay Ginebra competing at a very high level in this game. Look at this. Extra pass. Scotty Thompson getting a little separation from the defense of Jericho Cruz. The answer, another bucket from Scotty.
This already is the closest Barangay Ginebra has come back to. Ganyan din kanina, binabasa 11. Pero pag timeout ni Coach Leo Austria, nag-back-to-back na 3 ang San Miguel, ano? First free throw good para dito kay Ross, the playing assistant coach, now with 7 points. Two for Chris. 73-60. Lampas kalahati na ng ating third. Scotty for 3. Punches it through.
And you know, when nothing is happening on offense, you can count on this guy to take big-time basket. And it's not just taking it, he is making it. 4 out of 4 for a total of 20 for number 9.
Ross to Trollano. 8 points so far para kay Don. Trollano spins into trouble. Scotty all over him. 5 to shoot. Trollano forced it up and out. Thompson with the board. Here comes Ginebra looking to cut it to 8, maybe even 7 or 6. Scotty in attack mode. will cycle it all the way around. Jericho got a fingertip on it. Ross to Jericho. Cruz overcooks it. Sabit si RJ doon sa putback attempt ni Ross.
Oh, they just have to slow down. That is what Coach Tim Cohn is gesturing to his players. Execute the right way. Don't throw a pass that you're not sure whether your teammate is going to receive it. That tiny deflection prompted itong San Miguel to score or try to score on the break. But look at Scotty Thompson, back-to-back hits. We've talked about his numbers from the three-point area. 4 out of 4 in tonight's ball game. But Chris Ross steady from the free throw line, and I spoke too soon. He missed the first one.
Thompson had 12 points in the first quarter, adding another 8 dito sa second. Si Ross on the other end has 8 for the game. 5 of 7 from the line, as you saw from that graphic. Mintis pareho para kay Chris. RJ trying to get away from Cruz.
Another opportunity to crack the 10-point barrier on this offense by Barangay Ginebra.
Scotty off the pivot. Ross all over him. Scotty don't care.
And Scott is just willing his way to a chance for a Game 7. That is exactly how he is performing in the third quarter of play. And don't look now. After being down by as many as 18, it is just down to 8. Umakyat ba ng 19 pala yun.
Jericho, huli ni Japet. Sobrang alang yung pasa para kay RJ Sanion.
And again, the same reminder from Coach Tim Cohn. Slow down a little bit. We are back. We have to execute the right way. Get the best possible shot. This is exactly where they want to be with over 4 minutes remaining. Strengthen your interior defense. And that is what Japet Aguilar can provide. That secondary defender and also rim protection. Only down by 8 points is Barangay Ginebra.
Defensive stop na yun at sa atin ng Pioneer Elasto Steel. Selyado ang bubong anumang panahon. Trollano, extra pass to Wami. Hindi mapatahimik ni Thompson. Itong fans ng Ginebra sa Big Dome. Holt trying to make his move here. Bounces it to Japet. The floater. Sobra. Wami couldn't handle it. It ends up with Dawn. Junmar having trouble with Japet here. Jericho dives in. Bounces to Dawn.
And what a connection between these two players. The defense was actually focused on Junmar Fajardo, a lot of ball denials, but breaking the defense was Jericho Cruz. And once he was able to commit a lot of white shirts to defend him, he was just a willing passer to the cutting Don Trollano.
Coach Tim knew it. They got beat on that one. Sabit si Scotty, first personal foul pa lang naman niya. Pero pang-5 na yan para sa Barangay Ginebra dito sa third.
Badly needed breather for Japet Aguilar. He's trying to do everything on defense. But the unfortunate thing is, hindi niya na makuha yung kanyang timing sa opensa. He's missing a lot of point-blank shots, and that prompted Coach Tim Cohn to play small basketball. He's playing Torres at the 5 spot, at itong si David ang magka-4, di kaya itong si Ralph Ko.
That's been the story of the series actually. Japet averaging less than 12 points and only 5 rebounds per game. Dahil nga, ang kailangan niyang tauhin dito is si Junmar Fajardo.
They have the numbers. We're talking about Barangay Ginebra.
Torres misses though. Naiwan nga sa likod si Brondial.
Yun na nga, tinamaan sa mukha. Pero friendly fire yun sa siko ni Trollano tumama.
Jericho down to get the defense. Is fouled. 2 shots para dito kay Cruz. Pinto napituhan ng personal. 2:54 natitira sa ating ikatlong yugto. Mandatory timeout para kina Coach Tim Cohn. 10 pa rin ang abante ng San Miguel. 75-65.
It's something we got to address because I feel like I think in every game we've pretty much had a double-digit lead, and I don't know if it's relaxing or if they play desperate, but they do something to get back in the game. I mean, it's Ginebra, so they're gonna do something to get back in the game. I told the guys, I tell them before every game, before we run out there, that if we outscore their bench, we have a really good chance of winning because the 2 games that their bench played really well, they won. And the 2 games, those other games where we matched their intensity or outplayed their bench, we won. So their bench is really key in this game because their starters are really good and their bench is what's going to keep them level. So we matched their intensity and we came out with the win today.
So far, etong second unit ni Coach Leo Austria matching the intensity of the reserves of Barangay Ginebra. Yun yung sinasabi ni Chris Ross.
17-15 pagdating sa bench points. But every time Chris Ross speaks as if it is gospel truth, so you have to believe in him. Everything that he says really points to winning. He is an 11-time PBA champion, all with San Miguel. And you mentioned it earlier, he's not just playing, he's actually playing assistant coach for the Beermen.
Under 3, natitira sa ating third quarter. Jericho Cruz nasa free throw line. After being fouled sa kanyang huling atake. You hear the jeers and cheers. Siyempre, mga Ginebra fans, ginugulo siya. San Miguel fans naman is encouraging him on.
And to the point of Chris Ross earlier during the interview, i-expect mo na babalik itong Barangay Ginebra. But for as long as you can have a little separation. Last game, 18, bumaba sa 2 points in the last few minutes of play. Buti na lang, they hit big-time baskets towards the end. Pero ngayon, medyo nakakahinga ng bahagya dahil lamang na naman sila ng 12.
Ku binigay muna dito kay Thompson. Scotty has taken over in this third quarter. 10 ang puntos niya sa quarter na to. David with a cleanup there to keep Ginebra within 10.
Timely put back by David.
Pero ito yung binabanggit mo, heading into the fourth quarter, kung ganyan lang, geez, kung mababa mo pang 8, mas maganda para sa Ginebra yun.
Lalo na pag-apat. So kayang dumikit nitong Barangay Ginebra dahil matagal na nakaupo si CJ Perez because of foul trouble.
Wami will step to the left. Johnson malamig. Rebound na kanino. Torres will clear it. Pinto nag-aantay ng rest back dito. Inabot kay Ku. Ralph. Back to Pinto. Walang gustong tumira para sa Ginebra. Ku will say him. No. Parang nagkahiyaan doon, ano?
Yung si Scotty Thompson. Libre. Hindi lang nakikita eh. Sayang eh. Hindi pa nagmiminti si Scotty sa tres eh. Kailangan hanapin talaga nitong mga kasabay niyang naglalaro. 9 out of 13 from the field. Itong si Scotty Thompson and perfect from Rainbow Country. 4 out of 4.
Jericho picked up his dribble. They go to Brondial. Junmar down low. Only 4 points so far. They go across to Don. 3-second violation whistled on San Miguel.
If you're playing defense against Junmar Fajardo, you don't want him to attack on a single coverage. You have to set a double team and force him to be a passer instead of being a scorer inside. And that time around, namroblema itong si Brondial dahil akala titira itong San Miguel kaya natawagan sila ng turnover. So a chance once again for Barangay Ginebra to break this 10-point advantage of the Beermen.
Pahinga muna si Scotty. RJ is back on. Kasama niya si Pinto in the backcourt. Torres with the pick. They flip it across. Ku to the baseline. Huli ni Don, pero iimbestigahan yun.
It was the right call, at least from our vantage point, and even from the vantage point of our referee, because the ball hit the board first, and that is not allowed. Pero tingnan natin, i-verify ng ating mga referees.
Hindi challenge to, automatic review to, Coach RG.
Tama.
Yung net.
Yung net. All right, so it is not the board. Tama yung timing na yon ni Don Trollano.
Sinasabi na San Miguel, wala pa naman doon sa ibabaw yung tira. Pero pag gumalaw yung net, kailangan niya imbestigahan.
Napaka-importante talaga. Mayroon tayong mga iba't ibang anggulo ng camera eh. Dahil nakita ko mukhang tumama sa board. Pero hindi pala tayo dalubhasa dyan. Hindi, nagpapaka-expert lang. Pero tingnan natin kung ano itatawag rito. Big call to. Kung bibigyan ng 2 puntos itong Barangay Ginebra, bababa lamang ng San Miguel to just 8 points.
A minute and 15 natitira sa ating ikatlong yugto. Ralph Koo hoping that the refs decide to count this because it would give him his first basket of the evening. Medyo mahaba yung review, ha?
Tinitignan kasi, yung una kasi, madaling tawag yan pag yung bola tumama muna sa board tapos sinapal mo, automatic 2 points yan. Pero nakita natin, mukhang pataas pa lang yung bola, pero ang tinamaan yung net.
We've got 14 cameras pointed at this game right
Grabe
now.
talaga, no? Hindi ka magkakamali talaga eh.
Ito,
kakabulungan pa eh. Yun ang ano eh. Suspense pa yung magiging desisyon ng ating mga referees.
At ito, meron na yatang desisyon. Pakinggan natin ang hatol. Here's a better angle.
After the review, there was no goaltending
Nako,
violation.
no goaltending
Ball
violation.
possession to the Beermen.
Kasi paangat pa lang. Yun ba yun?
Tama.
Wala pa sa ibabaw yung bola.
So immaterial yung pag tama sa net na yun.
Dumaan doon para masupalpal niya. Hindi pa bumabanda.
Pero hindi makapaniwala si Coach Tim Cone eh. So hindi nga tumama sa board. Pero ang contention ni Coach Tim Cone, pababa yung bola. Diba? O hindi pa pumunta sa kanila yung bola pagkatapos nun.
No count na, nawala pa sa kanila possession. So yan po, 10-point game tayo with just over a minute remaining in the third. Jun Marmetanga bounces to Jericho. Play broken up. Pinto with a steal. Pinto is hit upside the head.
Pang-apat na personal foul itatawag dito kay Jericho Cruz.
Yun ang problema ng San Miguel, yung foul trouble ngayon, Coach RG.
Tama, team penalty na sila pagkatapos ng foul na yun. And better defense is played here by Barangay Ginebra. They're able to anticipate the points of attack of San Miguel. Only 14 points so far for the Beermen here in the third quarter, while for Barangay, they've already scored 20 points.
So yung inihiling ni Coach Tim na under 20 dapat ang SMB, on track sila. As Archie goes all the way.
Great ball fake and ball control by RJ Barrientos.
Trollano in a rush. Is fouled at the cup. Sabit si Ralph. Meron bang lane violation or inbound violation doon? Yun ang sinasabi ni Coach Tim, ano?
It is good to see because the play was so fast.
Nga eh.
Tinitingnan ko na eh, yung arangkada na yun ni Don Trollano.
Yung inbound yung nirereklamo nila sa inbound mismo.
$11 points na meron ito si Don Trollano. Tignan natin kung ano bang inaangal. Okay.
Naka-establish na ba o hindi pa? Yun ang tanong. Yung isang pa nakita ko, hindi ko nakita yung isa ko na ibaba na bago sumapo.
Ako, hindi ko talaga nakita eh.
Ako sa replay na lang. Koo. Yeah, but kay RJ. 20 seconds remaining in the third. RJ up, under, step through. Binagsak pa kay Torres yun.
What a creative basket by RJ Barrientos, meaning he was the one who dished off to his open teammate na si Torres.
Last shot time para sa San Miguel to end the third. They go to Jericho. 2 to shoot. 3 ball on the way. No! And we will have an 8-point game heading into the fourth.
And by far the best defensive quarter for Barangay Ginebra. Down by as many as 19. And we're going to start the fourth quarter with Barangay Ginebra only down by 8 points.
First quarter ng ating labanan, etong si CJ Bigdom, 30 puntos on 12 of 12 shooting from the field. The greatest single individual quarter in the history of the PBA. Pero dahil sa foul trouble, napatagal na siya sa bench ng SMB. Ano kayang gagawin niya sa fourth? San Miguel, hindi lang naman si CJ ang sinandalan dito. Pati yung kanilang running game coach RG. Plus 10 sila so far through the first 36 minutes of action. 14-4 pagdating sa fast break points. Ang Ginebra naman, nagpakita na kaya nilang bumakbak na naman dito. Thompson scored 12 points in the first quarter, scoreless to second. Pero nung nagsimulang bumakbak pabalik ang Barangay Ginebra, dinagdagan rin ni Scotty ng 10 yung kanyang total. We've got an entire quarter basketball remaining ahead of us. Magulo to dito sa RPTV.
Timing na timing, yung mga connecta na yon ni Scotty Thompson. But I thought the biggest difference was the way Barangay Ginebra played defense in the third quarter. You mentioned it, 39 points allowed to San Miguel in the first quarter, and in the second quarter, 24. But in the third quarter, only 16.
Ang best all-time scoring quarter sa kasaysayan ng PBA, 37. Pero yung dating perfect quarter belonged to Cyrus Baguio back in 2010, 9 for 9 shooting on the way to 28 points in a quarter. Ngayong gabi, 12 for 12 si CJ Perez, 30 puntos. Second best scoring ever, tinablaha si Bong Alvarez. Tignan natin if it comes with a W para dito kay CJ and the rest of SMB. Barangay Ginebra will have possession to open the fourth. Ku looking for Pinto. They throw it away. CJ on the run. RJ to beat. Ganda ng sidestep ni Perez doon.
Alam mong nagpahirap pa ron is full speed siya, and yet he was able to control his footwork. 36 points or make it 39 points already for CJ Perez.
Huling naka-50 sa PBA, Stanley Pringle pa, no? Before that, it was Sitaw Lava. That was a long time ago. As Torres gets the bounce on this one.
At this point, they just want to make sure that they will not allow a strong scoring explosion dito sa Beermen. Just answer it early and hopefully make multiple stops.
Tautua, nowhere to go. Ku with the board. Kasama niya si David, Torres, Abarientos, and Pinto. Katapat nga itong sina Mo. Andiyan din si Kahilig, Trollano, Cruz, and Perez. Torres will offer the pick. They go across. Ku, quick trigger. Wide left. Pabigan ng bola. CJ got it over to Mo.
Wild shot that time by Ralph Ku. Gulat si Coach Timothy Condon.
Third quarter was 24-16 in favor of Ginebra. Naubusan na ba ang San Miguel o nadepensahan lang? Tignan natin as David took it away. Pinto on the move. No numbers in their favor. Yeah, atras yan ni John. Pinto to the corner with David.
Oh, what a big-time basket. And patience paying off that time for Barangay Ginebra. No need for them to force it. Instead, Pinto made a clinical, brilliant assist pass to David.
5 na lang ang abante ng San Miguel. Cruz, inside. Floater is good.
There is always an answer. Ito naman si Jericho Cruz with his floater. But Barangay knocking on the door, only down by 7.
Scoreless in the first half si Jericho, pero may 4 puntos na dito na ambag. More importantly, a bit more breathing room para dito sa San Miguel Bio. David again. Goes to the Hezi. And the drop. Torres misses. Ku battles for it. Kahilig ties him up. Pinto to the corner. Torres. Bang! David giving Cruz some fits. Jericho trying to silence the crowd. Big Mo with a big hit.
Strong answer by Big Mo Tautua. The lead was down to as low as 4 points. Enough breathing room right now for the Beermen. They're up by 6 points again. But the hits, especially from the three-point area, big-time hits, awesome baskets. And look at this, just keeping the ball alive, not giving up on the play. And Pinto to the wide-open teammate who has range from the outside. That is Torres hitting the bottom of the net.
10 puntos na para dito kay Norbert, and he is loving what he is hearing from this Ginebra crowd. Big Mo on the other hand though with a big-time hit. Pamatay sunog yun para sa San Miguel.
Now from the vantage point of Barangay Ginebra, they're only down by 2 possessions. No need for them to hurry their offense. They have to get the best shot possible in this offensive set.
Scotty against Ross. He goes to the other side. Sa rebound play, merong foul. As we get this report from Eileen.
Mag-win Coach RG down by as many as 19 in this game. Unti-unti nang nakabawi ang Barangay Ginebra. Kaya naman in the latest huddle, ang hiling na lang ni Coach Tim Cone is continuously find outside shooters for an open 3 in the corner, but also make sure na may opportunity for backdoor. Para naman sa sa San Miguel Beermen, rather, Coach Leo Austria wants the guys to increase the intensity. As he says, we need to deny the extra pass and try to time our drives to the basket better. Balik sa inyo.
Offensive foul ang napito dito kay Marshall Lassiter. Pero that's been the battle cry from Coach Leo. Kinikwento ni Miss Eileen, match nyo yung intensity ng Ginebra.
Defense has definitely picked up. And look at the offensive foul called against Marshall Lassiter for locking that arm of Scotty Thompson. What you're seeing is full court coverage right now. Tremendous pressure displayed by Ginebra's defense.
Junmar bothering David enough to make him miss. Ross, the veteran, will get it across. CJ, 39 points across his name. Looking for Abay. 4 points, 9 rebounds pa lang para sa 9-time MVP. Make that 10 rebounds na. Nagulo siya ni Japper at the cup.
Smothered by the defense of Barangay Ginebra.
Holt thought he saw an opening. If Kailig has a hand on it, he's actually out of bounds.
And that is exactly the call of our baseline referee.
Diba? Hawak mo yung bola pero yung tuhod mo nasa labas.
Tama yan. So after this timeout, ball goes back to Barangay Ginebra. They're down by just 6.
He's got to let the game come to him a little bit. Sometimes he gets so excitable and plays a little bit beyond himself, but when he allows the game to come to him, he's so dynamic. I always tell him that he reminds me of Jimmy Butler and the kind of game he plays. You know, he's he's wide body, can play bigger than he is, and very versatile. Now he's getting an opportunity to show that at this point. He's not as good as Jimmy Butler, but relative to our league, you know, he plays a very similar game, similar type game.
Ganda na nung puri ni Coach Timmy. Robin ng Golden State na eh. Pero hindi naman daw ganun. Hindi naman sa level na yun.
And look at his performance here in this game. 0 in the first half. And in the second half, 5 total points for David. And it's not really his offensive game that is the gauge whether he is effective or not. It is his overall contribution, diving for loose balls, keeping the ball alive, playing tough defense. And that is the reason why he has stayed in this game because of his overall brilliance.
Tignan mo yung lima na San Miguel ngayon. Perez, Lassiter, Ross, Trollano, and Fajardo. Katapat sina Thompson, Aguilar, David, Pinto, and Holt. San Miguel gets the stop. Marshall to Trollano. Don Clarkson Trollano with a big hit.
Sorry execution for Ginebra. They turned the ball over, which resulted to another basket via the fast break variety for the Beermen.
14 na puntos na para dito kay Celedonio. Just over 7 remaining dito sa Game 6. Does Ginebra have a response? David would like to think so. No go. Pinto with a board. Uh-oh. If that's CJ, that'll be his 5th.
And that is the only reason why he's scoring a slowdown, because of foul trouble.
He knew it too.
Oh,
Alam
yes.
niyang sumabit siya, Coach RG.
He did not get the inside position that time. It was Pinto who was in a very prime position to get that rebound. Nothing to do with by CJ Perez, but just to foul him. 39 points for CJ Perez with 7:12 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Pull
But
out.
the problem is, 5 fouls. Hindi magre-risk dyan si Coach Leo Austria.
Pull out, 7:12 to go. Kailan mo ibabalik?
Mga 3 minutes to go kung kinakailangan pa.
Another miss from Ginebra. 87-79. San Miguel by 8. Can they weather this storm completely? Kahilig looking for Junmar. They go the other way. Trollano for 4. No! Scotty is fouled all the way in the backcourt. Dumadami foul ng San Miguel. Pang-apat na to.
You know, San Miguel, yes, they're up by 8 points, but they are not going to their ultimate strength, and that is get the ball in the hands of Junmar Fardo. Junmar so far with only 4 points on 4 attempts. So while CJ is probably on the bench, the best other option for the Beermen is dump it to JMF.
Holt gives it to Scotty. Scoreless pa si Thompson so far in the fourth. David with some daylight. No! Look at Trollano with the emphatic board.
And the reason why it's David who's making a decision to take those shots from the outside is because of the denial defense of Chris Ross rather against Scotty Thompson.
Lumagapak si Junmar sa rebound play na yun. Foul si Holt. Second team foul para sa Ginebra. As Jeremiah Gray checks back in para dito kay David.
Quiet fourth quarter. It's Scotty Thompson after scoring 22 points in the first 3. Talagang hindi niya maipagpag yung depensa ni Chris Ross.
Junmar on the slide. Kicks it back out. Kahili puts it up and out. Junmar with the board. He's having trouble. Marshall picks it up. Ross is open. No! Junmar! No! Kahilig finally cleans it up para sa San Miguel Beer.
Multiple options. A lot of opportunities for the Beermen to score. Rebounding again, becoming an issue for Barangay.
Under 6 remaining in Game 6. 10 ang kailangan habulin ng Ginebra. Gray fake, 1 dribble pull-up. Maya misses. Ross with a rebound. That's going to be a foul on Thompson.
Ginebra just couldn't buy a basket. They're having a hard time scoring here in the last 4 possessions at least.
Pressure in the backcourt being applied again, Coach. RJ trying to delay the attack of Ross. 5 at kalahati ngayon natitira ngayong Biyernes dito sa Big Dome. Is San Miguel on the way back to a return trip to the finals versus TNT? Trollano would like to think so. Nakuha yung angulo pero hindi kumagat yung Pectus. Ito na Ginebra on the run.
They have to speed it up. They have to score on the break.
RJ hangs, overcooks it.
That was
sa
in the
kabila naman
mind.
si Ross dadahan-dahan eh.
Correct intention para rito kay RJ Barrientos, but the defense of San Miguel was just ready on that penetration.
Yung nga sinasabi ni Coach RG. Ginebra kailangan bilisan. San Miguel pwede mag-relax ng bahagya. Dahil lamang sila dito by 10. Marshall in and out. Trollano with the board. Trollano is fouled. What guts being shown here by Celedonio.
Rebounding once again. It has been dominated by San Miguel in the entire series, and we're seeing a lot of offensive rebounds, especially in the fourth quarter.
Don Trollano, coming off a 13-point performance back in game number 5, has outdone himself with 14 here. Pero more importantly, yung mga timing ng mga basket ni Trollano ngayong gabi has kept Barangay Ginebra at bay.
Very important possessions, just keeping the ball alive. Yun ang ginagawa ni Don Trollano, and also knocking down shots from Rainbow Country. These are the things that will actually help the game of San Miguel. The offensive system is not as efficient as the first quarter, but what is important is, yes, they're missing shots, but they're getting a lot of offensive rebounds. Kaya napakaraming opportunities to score for them.
Ito yung huling 4 na beses nagkita sa semifinals ang Barangay Ginebra at San Miguel Beer. Tignan mo yung bawian nung season 47, sweep ng Ginebra San Miguel na best of 5. Season 48, pinawian na San Miguel, ini-sweep din yung Ginebra. And then, netong season 49, naka-4-2 sa best of 7 ng Ginebra. And then last conference lang, for the first time in 16 years, pag nagtapat sa playoffs sa best of 7 ng Ginebra at ang SMB, umabot ng Game 7.
Kaya napaka-importante ito, lalong-lalo na sa pride ng San Miguel, dahil nga 2-2 sila in the last 4 matchups. So whoever wins the series, aabante dun sa kanilang head-to-head.
Parang sa best of 5 yan no? Before nun, 2 quarterfinals nagkita, and it was both Ginebra eliminating San Miguel when San Miguel was going for a Grand Slam in both those sequences, or both those appearances. You know, there's no love lost between these two franchises. 2 of the proudest, San Miguel the winningest, Ginebra the most popular, 2 of the winningest as well.
Kaya kitang-kita mo naman kung gaano ka box office hit itong series na to. Diba? Grabe, punong-puno parate ang ating arena, or di kaya yung Coliseum natin.
Dre is open. Doesn't work. Ross taps it over to Junmar. San Miguel up by a dozen.
They just can't make baskets right now. We're talking about Barangay Ginebra. They're getting the shots off. Hindi lang tumatama
4:20 remaining here in Game 6. That's going to be a foul on Torres. Naubusan na ba ang Barangay Ginebra? Ang hirap kasi naghahabol ka, 19 yung binuno nila.
And we talked about that at the top of our coverage. You don't want to be down by a big deficit because you will lose your stamina sa kakahabol. So yung akala mong okay, malapit ka na, nandiyan ka na, naibaba na nila sa 6 na puntos at 1 point. Pero yun na nga, sariwa pa itong San Miguel dahil mas malalim yung kanilang bench.
Si CJ Perez nga, hindi pa rin ibinabalik. Sabi mo, baka mga 3 minutes kung kinakailangan. Sabi ni Don, pahinga ka muna dyan, Perez.
Hindi kinakailangan bumalik itong si CJ Perez dahil nga kuhang-kuha ni Don Trollano yung mga pagkakataong kaya niyang opensahan ng kanyang kalaban.
It is go time para sa Ginebra, down by 14. Scotty misses. Tapping ng bola. Kahilig, losing his footing. San Miguel just dominating now here in the 4th.
And it is just unfortunate for Barangay Ginebra for their 3-point shooters to desert them at this point when they're trying to launch a comeback. They've been falling in love with that outside shot. Things that usually yung rason kung paano makakablik yung Barangay Ginebra, but not tonight. I mean, they're just so scared attacking the rim because of the presence of Junmar Fajardo. So what they're trying to do is shoot from the outside. But unfortunately, hindi kumukonekta yung kanilang mga outside shots. And look at that, Kahilig really fighting for that rebound. He was fouled. Penalty situation na itong Barangay Ginebra at nakashoot na naman ng free throw itong si Andreas.
Etong Ginebra here in the 4th quarter, 2 of 8 from the 3-point line. They were 10 of 24 kanina, now they're 12 of 32.
Last shot to, kumbaga last chance to ng Barangay Ginebra.
They need any kind of basket. Pinto goes in, trying to drop it off. Ang tagal na ng dry spell para dito sa Ginebra. Just when they were back to within 6, 85-79, 9-0 run ang binitawan ng SMB.
Nakasagot itong San Miguel dun sa rally aspirations itong Barangay Ginebra. Tapos hindi na nakashoot ng 13. Ayun, finally!
Norbert Torres answers the call and he is having a running conversation with somebody on that San Miguel bench. Si Jeron Teng ang kausap ni Norbert. Kasamahan niya sa De La Salle.
Ayan na, tama. Jeron Teng, the hero ng Game 2.
Ross hit the deck there. Nakatingin ako sa kabila kung sino ang kausap ni Torres. Here you go. There was a forearm to the back. But sabi ni RJ, ganun ba kalakas yun?
Meron bang tinawag? Wala naman, di ba? So play on yun. Pero definitely there was a hit.
And sila pa rin na magkabantayan dito. Sabi, may sub. Pinayagan ang substitution. CJ comes back in para kay Ross.
Exactly our assumption. On the 3-minute mark, babalik itong si CJ Perez. He has a total of 39 points.
Nahanap na ni Coach Leo yung pantiin. Kasi ibinaba nga ni Torres sa 12 ang hinahabol ng Ginebra. Si Trollano magpo-point dito. Trollano on the move. Pulls the trigger. Binawi yung tres!
Oh, exceptional performance by Don Trollano once again. He's really looking for his shots. He's not looking at Junmar Fard at this point. He trusts his shot and it's not failing him.
4! Mintis para kay RJ. Good idea from Scotty to touch it over. Dahil kailangan nga nilang bilisan ang kanilang opensa. 15 abante na San Miguel. Another basket might just put this one to bed. Trollano looking to provide it. Junmar offers the pick. Don pa rin. Goes to the left. And then the spin. Fake lang pala. Trollano! No! That's going to be a foul on Kahili.
Just the 15th foul for San Miguel. And we've been raving about this bench or the bench depth of Coach Leo Austria before he had a death 5. But in this conference, people were just talking about yung depth chart niya o yung lalim ng kanyang komandan. Can you imagine? They're up by 17 points against Barangay Ginebra and Junmar Fajardo accounting for just 4 points. That is bench strength at its finest.
Major collision here. Japet writhing in pain, Coach. Take another look at what just happened. Yan yung tres kanina ni Trollano. Pangsagot yan sa tres ni Torres.
He's just telling his defender, if there's a ball screen, you don't go under because that is enough opening for me to launch my shot. But look at this collision between Marshall Lassiter and Japet Aguilar. Parang nasikmurahan eh.
Got the wind knocked out of him. Ang sinasabi ni Marshall, tinulak daw siya ni RJ. Japet though is up on his feet. That's a good sign.
And we also know Marshall Lassiter. Wala namang ano yan eh. Wala namang bad blood dyan sa dalawang yan. At wala rin namang history itong si Marshall Lassiter na dirty player.
Ang history nila, Gilas 1 pa lang magkasama niya.
Yun, tama ka dyan.
Ganong katagal na.
Magkaibigan yan. Penalty na eh. Kaya 2 free throws. Pero sinong bibigyan ng free throw?
Pinto. John Pinto seeing some key minutes here. Kanina nagminti siyang dalawa. This time he takes care of the first.
Sinigurado na. Samantala, babalik na naman itong si Chris Ross.
At ito'y binalik na nga ni Coach Leo. They're expecting pressure now from Ginebra.
And what they need right now is what you call game management. And no one is better dito sa roster ng San Miguel kundi ang kanilang playing assistant coach na si Chris Ross, just to make sure that they're not going to take quick shots and they want to make sure that they will execute and they use as much clock as possible.
It's looking more and more like a rematch between TNT and SMB. They might be one basket away again. Trollano all the way. He has got 23.
Grabe talaga si Don Trollano. Yun ang hindi nahanapan ng sagot ng defenders ng Barangay Ginebra.
Napigilan nila si CJ in 13 the first quarter, just 9 the rest of the way. Pero si Trollano na ang bumanat after noon. And here's game management. Nakalibre si CJ on the breakout, sabi ni Junmar. Sandali.
No need. Tama. So ngayon,
he wants to reach 40. It's already a career high 39. CJ trying to put the icing on the cake, turns it over anyway. Or instead, Scotty 3. No. They look for that 3. Natapik pa ni Marcio, and that will do it. San Miguel will shut the door on Barangay Ginebra here in Game 6.
Superb performance, of course. It all started with the explosion of CJ Perez in the first quarter, scoring 30 points, perfect from the field, and then the finishing touches provided by Don Trollano.
Ginebra na problema sa puntos dito sa fourth. Only 12 points in this quarter, Coach RG.
Tama. They were trying to shoot from the outside, particularly from the three-point area, but unfortunately it deserted them.
Pinagkikwentuhan natin bago pa magsimula or at the start of this one, yung nangyari last season sa Game 6. Si LA Tenorio nagpiloto ng comeback in the fourth. Wala na si LA sa Ginebra. Nandoon na siya sa Magnolia as playing head coach. Na-miss siya ngayong gabi ng Barangay Ginebra.
Kitang-kita talaga yung kakulangan din ng firepower at pati ng, kumbaga, yung mga certain positions, lalong-lalo na sa bigs, kulang itong Barangay Ginebra. Tapos pag nagpalit ng manlalaro, superior talaga yung bench na ipinamalas nitong San Miguel. Can you imagine Don Trollano coming off the bench now with a total of 23 points? And there was a game wherein he exploded for 33, but still a good confidence for Coach Tim Cone, making it to our solid 4.
Yung kay Trollano, 15 do sa 23 na yan dito sa second half pinuhos.
Naubos talaga ng legs, kita natin yun. Kinapos, unang-una kasing mawawala, especially if you're a shooter, yung legs mo. So yun, no? Pati yung elevation ni RJ Barrientos that time, kita natin ibang-iba na.
So it is about to be set. San Miguel, the defending champions, will run it back kontra sa TNT, tropang 5G. That's gonna be a best of 7 starting this Wednesday, Coach RG.
Tama yan.
CJ will get his 40-piece. 101-88, your final score. The Beermen dispose of Ginebra in Game 6. What a way to withstand the repeated rallies, Coach Archie. Yung poise ng San Miguel na testing, and it was on full display.
And as early as the first quarter, we saw where San Miguel was heading. It is really finishing off Barangay Ginebra here in Game 6. And thanks to the performance, probably the best that I've seen in one quarter, CJ Perez exploding for 30 points and perfect from the field.
It was the best all-time in the playoffs. It was the best all-time ever. Any game in the PBA, a 12 for 12, 30-point quarter para kay CJ. And it was enough to really create the separation and hold Ginebra at bay.
He just started everything for San Miguel. 41 points, his career high on a 17 out of 23 shooting from the field. He was slowed down because of foul trouble, but otherwise it was just an exemplary performance by CJ Perez, and as a result, they were able to close out Barangay Ginebra in 6.
Nung nagka-foul trouble yung CJ, yung Trollano naman ang bumuhat para sa SMB. The depth of the defending champs definitely on full display, pero malalim din naman ang makakatapat nila pagdating ng finals. Babad player of the game natin is CJ Perez, brought to us by Devant. Enjoy unforgettable TV Babad moments with your family only with Devant. San Miguel pasok na sa finals versus TNT.
Tama yan. So yan ang matutunghayan natin sa darating na Miyerkules, Game 1 ng ating PBA Finals.
And it is set. The ultimate rematch. The flagships of both the San Miguel Corporation and the MVP Group. Ang TNT, tropang 5G, gustong bumawi, gustong rumibanse. San Miguel naman, gustong pakita na naman bakit sila ang nanalo noong nakaraan. The defending champs and the team that they beat last season will run it back. Best of 7 tayo, the final lap of the race to golden glory. At ayan na nga po, sa darating na Miyerkules sa Antipolo, January 21, will be game number 1 sa bayan ni Coach Ryan Gregorio.
Oo nga, sa Inari Center, Antipolo City ang ating Game 1.
At mapapanood syempre live yan dito sa RPTV, pati na rin sa One Sports page sa YouTube. You won't want to miss it. That'll do it para sa ating PBA Friday dito sa Smart Araneta Coliseum. Kita-kits ulit tayo sa darating na Miyerkules. Finale na ng Philippine Cup sa Season 50 ng ating PBA. Ito po ang paboritong liga ng mga bida, powered by Sports 5.
The Beermen are off to the finals once again. Congratulations to our player of the game, CJ Perez. CJ, grabe, first quarter pa lang, 30 points, and you finished the night with a career high 41 points. What were the factors that just allowed you to come out this strong tonight?
It's just credit to our defense talaga sa first quarter. And yeah, I'm making my shots, so yeah, thank God pumapasok lahat ng tira ko, and yeah.
CJ, lahat naman kayo dito gustong-gustong mag-finals, pero hindi lahat kaya yung ginawa mo. Ano ba yung naging key to that?
I'm just honoring the game. I'm just playing the game talaga. I'm giving my best every game, and it's just ngayong araw siguro talagang maganda lang talaga yung mga tira ko, and hindi siya pilit eh. So yeah, I'm just happy and grateful na nakuha namin yung panalo ngayon, and thank God na binigay sa amin yung finals ulit. Yeah.
Rinig na rinig naman natin yung SMB chants mula sa mga fans ng Beermen. You have your daughters as well. Go ahead, batiin mo yung mga gusto mong batiin.
First of all, binabati ko yung wife ko, Sienna, pagaling ka. Dito sa mga kids, family ko sa Pangasinan, family Perez, and sa Nueva Ecija, mama ko sa Canada, mga SMB fans, mga ka-TPC, TMG, at mga PBA fans, maraming salamat. At saka yung itlog, saka buko ni Edwin. Yan yung lucky charm namin. And yeah, thank you sa lahat ng mga pumunta dito sa Araneta. Kita-kita tayo ulit sa finals. Maraming salamat.
Thank you, CJ. We'll see you in the finals. Let's now hear it from Coach Leo Austria.
Good evening and welcome to the post-game press conference. I'm joined by your winning coach, Coach Leo Austria. Coach, congratulations na nasa finals na ulit kayo. Nagawa nyo ng paraan na masustain ang abante kahit na sinubukan ng Ginebra bumawi. Anong nakita mo sa performance ng team nyo dito at sa buong serye that makes you confident na handa na kayo para sa finals?
First of all, allow me to greet my group, my club, 8 flavors of Bacolod. Magandang place yan dito sa Kamuneng. And then, of course, yung mga taga-Sariaya, yung municipal council, nanonood sila ngayon. Thank you for supporting us. And then, we're very grateful, sabi nga ni CJ, dahil nanalo kami. Ganyan, dahil this is what the fans are expecting from us. And it's a team effort for us. And then, I'm happy for CJ after Game 5, and then nakita natin ngayon, first quarter pa lang double figures niya, 30 points, and that's very amazing. You can see it naman. But it will not happen if not for the sharing of the ball. And then we're playing good defense in the first half. That's why we have a lot of assists. Imagine 17 assists. I think that's the record for us in the first half. That means everybody's focus to winning, because the importance of winning is to get into the finals. I keep on telling them na we don't wait another conference to get into the finals. This is our opportunity, especially when they tied the series at 2-2 and 3 games remaining. So they responded and alam nila na this is money time. So kailangan you have to step up. And everybody naman nag-contribute And even yung hindi nagagamit pero as a practice nai-inspire nila yung mga starter namin.
At oras na po para silipin ang ilan sa mga kapanapanabik na eksena laban ng Barangay Ginebra at San Miguel. Game 6 ng ating best of 7 semis. Aba, lamang sa serye itong SMB 3-2. First quarter pa lang si CJ Perez gave us a performance to remember for all time.
Asif, akala natin Barangay Ginebra versus CJ Perez. Yun ang nangyari rito sa first quarter. Layup kaagad. Binitawan na CJ, and it's not just layups, it's also shooting from the outside.
It is the greatest quarter in the history of the PBA scoring-wise. Pagdating sa playoffs, second best scoring quarter sa kasaysayan ng PBA, pero the most efficient quarter ever. 12 for 12, 30 points. CJ Perez, quarter 1 pa lang yun.
And 39 big points for San Miguel while limiting Barangay Ginebra to just 25.
Pagdating na second quarter, itong Barangay Ginebra showed some signs of life. Jeremiah Gray hit a 3 to cut their deficit to 13. Pero si Don Trollano pumawi naman para sa SMB.
Unti-unting nagparamdam, lalong-lalo na nung nag-foul trouble si CJ Perez. Binunot ni Coach Leo Austria, tumikano ng 3, pumasok.
Junmar Fajardo, medyo mabagal yung scoring niya for tonight. These are gonna be his only 2 points in the first half. 4 points in total natapos, pero may 18 rebound, Coach.
He did not really look for his shots. Only 5 attempts here in this ball game because he was deferring to his extra hot teammates na si CJ Perez at pati na rin si Don Trollano.
Third quarter was the best quarter para sa Barangay Ginebra dito sa Game 6 at ang nagpiloto niyon, etong kanilang MVP na si Scotty. 10 points in the third quarter alone for Thompson.
He did a lot of heavy lifting itong si Scotty Thompson nung third quarter natin, pero for every basket, another 3 by Scotty Thompson. Merong sagot itong San Miguel sa pamamagitan ng mainit na laro ni Don Trollano.
Trollano only 8 points in the first half, pero 15 ang pinuhos sa second. Don Trollano talagang yung mga timing pa ng mga tira niya napakabigat. Although itong Ginebra hindi naman sumuko ng ganun-ganun lang. Ganda ng kilos ni RJ to locate Torres.
It was actually a ball game. Kita natin yung bounce back jeans itong Barangay Ginebra. Naibaba nila yan sa 8 entering the fourth quarter. Pero kinapos dahil nga walang sagot kay Trollano itong Barangay Ginebra.
After winning the third 24-16 sa fourth quarter, tila naubusan ng Barangay Ginebra. 17 points in total na lang sila. Naka-22 pa ang SMB. Kita nyo si Trollano, bumomba. Torres nagbigay ng buhay para sa kanila. Keeping Ginebra within 12. Pero pagdating ng dulo, Don Clarkson Trollano to the rescue.
Talagang dadon ang kanyang naging performance. Tumira ng 3 yun, pasok, nagkaroon ng magandang separation itong Beermen kontra sa kanilang kalaban ng Barangay Ginebra. And then another penetration. He was simply too slippery, whether on ball screen situations and just breaking the defense of Barangay Ginebra and now breaking the hearts of Barangay.
San Miguel books a rematch with TNT. The finals will begin on Wednesday. The defending champs looking to go back-to-back. Kontra naman sa TNT, nagigil bumawi. We run it back para sa Philippine Cup. It starts on Wednesday at the Inari Center in Antipolo.